live.
But yeah, so should be chill. Should be cool.
I like turtles.
He does like that's right. He does.
I like turtles. I feel like that should just be a sound for Angel to fucking abuse whenever someone asks him something. He's just like, "Hey, how about you, Angel? I like turtles."
I like turtles.
Ah, shit. Are you gonna edit or like whatever most of these and put them on the YouTubes?
Yeah, so the plan is to edit these and put it onto YouTube, but also put it on like on Anchor FM. So like if
Ooh.
you can hear it as a podcast.
With your arms.
That's right.
I like how your thing says Apex Legends.
Why does it say like I just fucking fixed it to not say Apex Legends?
You won't punch your screen right now. You won't do it.
I won't. I can't afford it right now.
Ah, that's a fucking mood.
There we go.
I'm actual in
I changed it.
You're right.
Sick. Still love that shed. Love the lighting.
Thanks, bro. I just put like a light back here so it's a little brighter.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Oh god dang.
If we're gonna do like, you know what I've been drawing later, like early, like what I started drawing, like chibi characters and shit.
Uh-huh.
And I've drawn a Kakashi, a Naruto, a Gojo, and who else?
Oh, I have something for you that I need to deliver to your house.
How about you do Chibi Riku? Angel?
Chibi Riku? I'm down.
I fucking dislike Riku so much.
It was a gift, okay?
Like they're not great because I was in class when I was drawing them, and I could have done them 100% better. But I was like, I have potential.
For sure.
Or how about this?
Hey,
for the
what
rest
up?
of the night?
Oh
Look at
god.
this is me for the rest of the night.
Look.
Ooh,
That is pretty cool.
that is nice.
Naruto, but I fucked it up because I was in a rush. And then my student tried copying me.
Yo, what's up, Doug? It's a shame that
What up, Duct Tape? Let's go, baby. New gamer kittens. What's up, bro?
I like clothes.
Welcome, mortals.
What is going on, guys? I might.
I like clothes.
we're discussing the Zero Ningen plan.
No, we sure fucking are not. We sure are not the zero human plan.
Light just came in my eye. Wait, what?
Wait a minute. All right, guys. So if you guys want to start now, or if you want to fuck around for a sec. All right, cool.
How's it going, Markiplier here?
Whoa.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
I can smell that calcium.
Nani?
What's up, guys? Okay, so this is. Huh?
He hasn't watched it.
Oh, wonderful. We'll show him that at some point.
Yeah.
I'll show him that. I'll show him that today.
Oh shit! Thanks, Danya. It was a gift. I actually really liked it.
Look,
It's a Goku Black.
It's
Goku
actually
Black.
it's actually terrible.
I got a treat for you.
Oh, we're doing figures now. We're doing
Hey.
fucking figures now, bitch.
You know what? Every time someone says figures, I always have to mention Richard Figures, the goats of animation.
God damn it! I got my Sanji right here. My Emperor fucking Sanji too.
Okay.
Hold on.
Son.
Look. You, it's your favorite character too, which is crazy.
Oh shit!
I got gifted.
Oh, you got the little chibi one, right?
No.
I have two pops of Goku Black too.
What it do, yo? Freaking Mike, psychic.
Oh, base level fucking Goku Black.
Psychic Mike with the freaking sub. Yeah. Let's go. DB is the best, but Z is always my shit. Oh heck yeah.
DB is okay in the anime viewer event standpoint, or like in the manga standpoint.
I'm gonna hit you with one flex. I'm gonna hit you with one.
We're getting flexed out here. We doing curls. Who's got the best Funko Pop? I do, 100%.
What's your best Funko Pop?
The get over here.
Get over here.
Get over here.
The best Funko Pop. I feel like that's subjective.
We get it. You run.
I have this one. This one's my favorite one right now. Look.
Show me.
Oh, also, here's for the stream, the little Vermilion Gym.
Oh, nice. For stream today, I got freaking Jason Voorhees.
You know, gotta flex that.
Gotta flex.
Oh shit! You got Pain.
But he glows in the dark.
Oh, he glows in the dark. Let's see.
Is Ren the
I feel
Gun
like if I like do that, I'll drop all of the figures because they're like in a pyramid.
Yeah.
But I got a pretty neat one.
Oh, I also have
I have
this
the
as well.
fucking I have the Funimation fucking I have the Funimation limited edition Yusuke fucking demon form. That's for sure.
I have the loot box exclusive Joker Batman costume one, the glow in the dark.
Nice. We got to play Friday the 13th. I got it.
And I have the Groot that glows in the dark.
That's a pretty good one. We'll do a thing. We'll do Funko Pop collections.
Mad collection of these joints.
We'll do that'll be like one whole thing where we do like Funko Pop collections.
I only have 14 Funko Pops, and I've only carefully collected only some of my favorite characters, and that's a bitch in Hisoka. I will say
the goat. Oh no, Yamcha.
Oh no, dead.
Noob Gamer here says I got the best pop. Chadwick Star-Lord. That's a pretty good one, actually.
That's a pretty good one. But I'll raise you.
Oh, hey, look that. Okay, well, welcome to fucking Cheesy Talks, episode 2. Something Boogaloo.
Yes.
No, Funko Pop Boogaloo.
That works out because we're actually gonna talk about fucking Sora in Smash Brothers, guys. If you don't mind, I'm actually gonna pull up the fucking trailer.
Do it.
All right. For those who didn't watch it, here it is.
It's not appearing. Is it appearing on the?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
On the stream.
It is.
It's on the stream.
Oh, there it is. Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, we're good.
So we got all these magnificent characters and then 17 fucking Fire Emblem characters here.
Arguably magnificent, because we could have done without a lot of the anime sword fighters. That's just my 2 cents.
Yeah.
There's too many swordies. Yep.
And then we get another motherfucking swordie. We get another one.
There's not enough Soras.
Yeah, there is actually, because there's already Hero, which is basically Sora in this game.
Hero is basically Trunks. I don't want to hear it.
I mean,
dude, depends on which one you pick. Dude, they made fucking Little Mac look yoked as fucking that pop, dude, or that little figure.
Do you even live, bro?
I have Orange Vegeta, the one that's training.
I have Majin SS2 Vegeta up there actually.
Best one. I don't have any Vegeta ones, even though I should. Even though Vegeta is like my favorite character.
Yeah,
and I got Vegeta too.
I got Hercule up there too. Scouter Vegeta's good.
Scouter Vegeta.
What else?
I have a Scouter.
I could see most of my ones here. I have Super Saiyan Vegito, Zamasu, Pickle.
Dude,
Whis.
That could have been that part could have been so freaking cool just right there. Him picking up the fireball like that. It could have been so many people, and then you see fucking $5,000 a year annual pass Disneyland right there.
Dude, honestly, the fact that they used the fact that they used the Mickey Mouse fucking logo at the end of the key, like, cost them the majority of their fucking budget right there.
Those motherfuckers.
They used the crown. They could have just used the crown.
They should have.
Or they could have, like, the Ultima weapon has nothing Disney related into it. Really.
Yeah.
I will say that Sora's alternative costumes are pretty funny because they're kind of people are saying that Donald and Goofy aren't in the fucking game, and I'm like, Wisdom form and Valor form, bro.
Are basically, yeah.
Goofy, yeah.
So the one thing I really, really love about this is the fact that they gave him the what the hell is it called? The Steamboat Willie costume where he goes back in time.
Timeless River.
Yeah, Timeless River. That's one of my favorite like Kingdom Hearts things.
I do appreciate the fact that they use his like song. You know, like
the original.
It made me so happy.
Yeah, simple and clean.
I'm upset that they put certain songs in the soundtracks and they didn't put certain ones that they should have for the game.
Yeah. Look at these fucks, dude. So now you can. So now it's like complete though. Now you get fucking Cloud and Sephiroth and fucking Sora in one game.
Now you
again. And now you can make them kiss. Yeah. But But you can finally like get them all in one game again, because they were both in Kingdom Hearts, or they were all in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah.
1 and 2.
Also, the fucking map that they added for Kingdom Hearts in this game is amazing.
It's probably the best map in the game.
It's visually pleasing to watch.
The fact that they did this as a nod to KH2,
and so that's super sick too. That's so fucking cool. If the match actually ends like that, that would be the dopest shit ever.
Oh, it does. Like
it
Sakurai
does.
went over the presentation, and every time Sora gets the win in Smash, it ends just like as if you were fighting a boss.
That's perfect.
Oh hell yeah! Dude, I didn't know that part. That's
that's super good.
And he has a unique victory outro. Like
oh, is that right?
12-year-old me, you know, he's getting busy.
His moveset's actually pretty good. Like his actual moveset's pretty good. He cycles
through
Fire, Blizzard, and Thunder for magic, like hero. Like
when so you have to count it. You have to like okay.
It's like it's 1, 2, 3. It's literally Fire, Blizzard, Lightning, Fire, Blizzard, Lightning in that consecutive sequence.
Dang. Like that's okay.
I'm gonna guess that it's gonna do the same thing as what's it called? Lucas's ice does.
Oh yeah,
it freezes them. It freezes the person because he does the Aga versions of those spells.
Oh, okay, so it's the highest. Well, because he does 3, 1, 2, 3. He does 1, 2, 3 like Thundaga and shit. Okay, so me, I like Kingdom Hearts at a certain point, right? But this is the character that didn't need to be last for me. 100% didn't need to be last. Could have been like first season pass, right? For me. I don't like this pick at all for the like very last thing.
So Angel and I are kind of like on the same token, sort of. Maybe I'm putting words in your mouth, but I will say that I will give you both perspectives as a fan of the game and a fan of Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
As a fan of Kingdom Hearts, cool. I'm glad Sora's in it. As a fan of Smash, no. The reason why I say it's a good call for Sora to be in it is because it's like a culmination of like things. Like who could be a better final character than Sora, in my opinion? Like if you put a Dark Souls character in there, meh. Put a Fortnite guy in there, like it just wouldn't make sense. If you would have put Waluigi in there, that would have been fucking perfect.
Or Doomslayer.
Or Doomslayer. It's kind of like on the same level of putting Dante or Virgil in it. It's like, nah, it's just no. Like, don't get me wrong.
Master Chief.
like Master Chief would have been solid. Yeah, Master Chief definitely would have been solid. But like Sora, we got another anime sword fighter. Like, don't get me wrong, I love that Cloud and Sephiroth were added because that's fucking Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
But that's all I expected.
Like, you know what happened? But you know why that feeling's there? Is because they added so many unnecessary Fire Emblem characters into the game. So you are satiated from the fact that it's like, damn, here we have another anime boy. You know, it's like
the way I see it, like even then, even if they didn't add all the extra Fire Emblem characters to the DLC, look how many Fire Emblem characters are on the base roster.
Yep, Roy, Lucina, Marth, fucking
Ike. Was freaking the other guy? Yeah, Chrom, was he base? Yeah, right.
He was base. Yeah,
he was base.
So it's like you got like 7 characters from fucking Fire Emblem right there, right?
And then you had like 3 versions of Link.
Yeah,
3 versions of Link.
But they those play slightly different, but like very slightly. You know, they're still Echo fighters.
Then you had like characters that did the multi-form perfectly, like Mario and Dr. Mario. They do not play the same.
No, not at all.
Dr. Mario's fucking F tier.
I will fuck anybody up with Dr. Mario.
Actually, I can contest to that. It's just whoop my ass with Dr. Mario on occasion, and I fucking hate admitting.
But that was in Melee though. That's a different game. I gotta learn. I gotta play this new one more. Oh yeah,
we're talking about the good game.
Yeah, we're talking about the best game. You know.
Oh okay. Let's see who else did they have that were multi characters. Technically, Fox and Wolf.
Fox and Falco.
Yeah, Fox, Wolf, and Falco.
But yeah, I mean, like they tried to do this thing where they were like mixing it up. Like we got Banjo, and we got the Street Fighters. Well, that was like a thing.
That wasn't even necessary. Like having Ken and Ryu wasn't even fucking necessary.
But I like it. I like it.
I mean, but that's because you like what's it called? You like Shadows.
Yeah, I do like Shadows. I do. Tony Two Tap says Dominic Toretto because of family. That'd have been great.
You know what? They canonically fucking made it into space and defied the laws of physics with fucking the movies. So yeah, I could see why Dominic Toretto would be a good.
Did they actually go to space? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
In the movie, they go to fucking space.
No way, dude.
Yeah.
And
yikes.
There's rumors that Jurassic Park and them want to collab for a movie. So hey, do with that
what do you do? You'd fucking like dive into a T-Rex with a fucking Dodge Charger or something?
No. They do it with family. They do it with
That's
family.
right.
That's how they fucking do
They're
it.
gonna recreate that scene where he goes under the truck because it's like fucking cars, it's like super low. Instead, it's gonna be under like Velociraptors or some bullshit, or like or
No,
like
homie,
whatever Littlefoot is, like Brachiosaurus or whatever.
they're gonna do the
drives a
hybrid of a
dinosaur.
car with a dinosaur. Yeah, they're gonna drive the dinosaurs with some fucking harnesses
Bro,
and shit.
fucking how you gonna put Nas on a fucking dinosaur?
Oh, homie.
God damn it.
But going back to me as a fan of Kingdom Hearts, I'm very like, how do I say it? Like, I'm happy to finally see Sora because if you would see my tweets every time there was a character announcement,
It was
always
Sora.
Sora.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Duct Tape says, "Give me Slippy from Star Fox."
I'll give you a Slippy, baby. But point is,
this is
like,
this is where I have to say parental discretion is advised.
Yeah.
Yes. Or is it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or do you need an adult? You know.
I am an adult. No, you are not.
Like from a Kingdom Hearts aspect, I'm like, damn, that's so like cool. You know, like I love Kingdom Hearts as a game. Kingdom Hearts 2 is like one of my all-time favorite games. So it's like seeing your favorite character in a game. It's like fucking crazy, like a different game.
Right. Yeah. But it's just like you look back and you see like the potential that you could have had here in like a lot of different things because there's a lot of games that moved over to like the Nintendo platform and shit like that, and they even grabbed like obviously King of Fighters, they grabbed freaking Street Fighter, they grabbed like I said before, Banjo Kazooie, they grabbed Castlevania, you know what I mean? Minecraft, which I think is
Final
still a
Fantasy.
really bad choice.
Pyra and Mithra for some reason.
Yeah, Pyra and Mithra for some fucking reason.
Bayonetta.
Like honestly, I think for me,
Bayonetta was fine. Bayonetta was not in Brawl, but Bayonetta is fine now. Now that
like,
she's fixed.
Bayonetta was like a really good inclusion because it opened the possibility of other franchises joining in.
See,
like, but I mean, don't get me wrong. The DMC fanboy in me wished Virgil or Dante made it in there.
Yeah.
But because of fucking Bayonetta. But I never will get that, and that's okay. I've accepted it.
I feel like that's a weird thing to say. I feel like a weird thing to say would be like because Bayonetta, because especially since
it's in the same vein. It's literally in the same vein.
Well, I'm just saying because there's Capcom characters in fucking Smash, and fucking DMC is a Capcom franchise.
Yeah.
You know,
but like that's the thing. Like when you see like, because me as a person, like I would see when like Smash games were gonna announce like new shit. And it's like I think this was like a like kind of like a homage to the audience because every single time there's a character, it was either Sora, Master Chief, or Doomslayer.
Doom guy. Yeah.
I would love for Doomslayer to be a thing because then Annabelle and Doomslayer could finally like it could finally be true. Well,
technically, Doom guy is in the game as a fucking Mii costume.
As a neat, yeah.
But like you guys get what I mean, right?
No, I get you completely.
Every single character drop was like, holy shit, Sora might be in the game this time. Holy shit, Doomslayer might be in the game this time.
Yeah.
Like, I would have been happy with either, to be honest.
By the way, I forgot to mention this, but they did mention that Sakurai did mention this during the keynote or presentation for Sora. Kingdom Hearts 1.5, 2.5, 2.8, and all the spin-offs are gonna be coming to the Switch.
Oh hell
that's good. That's good. That's a good
as a result of the Sora thing.
That's a big W.
But I honestly would rather they have just like ported over Kingdom Hearts all in one or whatever the fuck it was called, or the story so far. That'd be perfect.
I think that's how they're gonna do it. Not entirely too sure.
Because they added the mobile game and the Japanese like video or whatever the fuck. They added all that to it.
They're not porting 3, but they're doing a cloud-based game, sort of, for 3. Like I don't know how that will work. I'll look into it, but like it's pretty nuts. I was like, all right, if they're really gonna sell Sora and they're really gonna talk about bringing Sora to Smash, the only way they'll ever fucking do that is if they bring the franchise to Nintendo, and they fucking did.
Well, I mean, the franchise was on Nintendo already.
Oh yeah, Melody of Memory.
No, Dream Drop Distance and Chain of Memories.
No, but I'm talking about the mainstay franchise.
That is a mainstay. That is Chain of Memories is a canon game.
No, I know it's a canon game, but you don't. Well, yeah, you actually.
You have to play it.
It's like every single.
You have to play that and Dream Drop Distance. and 358 by 2 or whatever the fuck it's called.
I will give you a counterpoint. I will give you a counterpoint. You don't have to necessarily play it because on 1.5 and 2.5 they reduced those games to just cutscenes.
Yeah, but before that point, you had to have played them, which is when they came out.
That's true. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But now they're bringing like the first, the second, and Birth by Sleep.
Yeah. Or you could play none of them. That's true. But no, see, so you said Bayonetta, and the only thing that I think of when you say Bayonetta, I think of more Platinum games. I think of games that could, like, people that could have been in the game. Raiden from Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, which would have been super sick since Snake is in the game already.
That's true. That's true. They had the potential to put more fucking Metal Gear characters.
You could have had another fucking Meta Knight, basically, you know. And you could have done something really cool with like his slash mechanics as for his special. But anyways, or you could have had Jack from not Anarchy Reigns, but also Anarchy Reigns from Mad World, which is that Nintendo Wii exclusive fucking black and white M-rated game, the beat 'em up, which is one of the fucking coolest games I've ever played in my life. So I'm kind of salty about that in that sense, where I'm like, you got Bayonetta, and you could, there's like, ever since Anarchy Reigns came out, there was so many characters to choose from for Platinum games, and they decided not to. So
but I mean, from a company standpoint, it makes sense why Sora would be the final DLC.
Of course, yeah.
You know what? They should have added a Tetris block just for the fuck of it. I mean, they added Minecraft Steve.
Yeah, they have a Tetris block in, what is it, Rivals of the Aether?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking beautiful.
God damn
you're
it.
Basically an indestructible Tetris.
Line piece.
Yeah. Basically.
The point is, as a Sora enjoyer, you know, I'm happy.
Like, as a Kingdom Hearts fan, I will say that I'm happy that Sora's in the game, because at least you get to beat the shit out of people as an anime sword fighter.
Yeah,
a good anime sword
fighter.
Fighter.
Did we see his final smash?
No, we did. Oh, they didn't show it in the thing, but I know what it is.
Is it gonna be?
Oh no, they did. They did show it. You get locked. You get locked in the door.
Really? That's so sick.
Yeah. You get locked in the Kingdom Hearts store, but they don't have the Disney logo. They have the Smash logo.
Oh,
what up, Nuggy? Whoa, another sword fighter. I never saw that coming.
Yeah, we all knew it was going to be a sword fighter. If we're being 100% honest with ourselves, we just didn't know what sword fighter they were.
We didn't know which one. It could have just been Master Chief with the sword.
That one sword?
Yeah, the one-shot sword.
Yeah.
I'm just glad it wasn't another version of Mithra and whatever the hell that other part of her is.
Another Fire Emblem character, bro. Like, dude, I would have. Yeah.
I'd have gave up.
Yeah.
I'd have gave it up.
Like, nope, I'm done.
So, with that said, this is the last DLC for Super Smash Brothers Energy Sword. Yes, I know, kittens. This is the last freaking DLC for this Smash Brothers. It's also the last game Sakurai's going to work on. That is Smash Bros related. We might see him in the future doing something else.
Sad.
Yeah. And whoever decides to tackle like Super Smash, the franchise later on, has some big fucking shoes to fill. Because now all these characters have to be in the base roster.
Yeah, just turn it into Street Fighter. Turn it into Street Fighter 4 or turn it into Budokai. That's it.
In his Matrix, and the ultimate would have been him streaming and smashing you under his mouse. Are you kidding me,
Straight sitting.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're talking about Smash Brothers, so let's move on to the next fucking piece of this sandwich. We got Nickelodeon Smash Bros. And
the better one?
The better game that they made.
The one with better netcode?
The one with the greatest netcode of all time. All right, so we're gonna take a look at that right now. We'll do a little trailer for it here. You'll be able to see it over there.
A dog right there.
Freaking Michelangelo, Lincoln Loud. I love how they're doing a little mixture of like new characters and old characters. I think that's really dope. It's a really smart choice.
In this trailer, they're not gonna show all the characters, but I know who's in the final roster.
Actually, they do show everybody who's on base.
No.
Who did they not show?
In the trailer.
Is he not?
No, he's not in the trailer.
Oh, okay.
Korra, Aang, and
oh yeah, that's right.
Nigel.
And smashing.
So I had a chance of seeing a little bit of this game the other day. It's actually pretty nice. It looks like it runs poorly for now, but it's actually really nice. What up, Dougie?
the first tournament that was hosted by HBox, my boy Void won it, which is crazy. He's just counting overall, bro.
I saw someone already fucking learning infinites in this fucking
Oh,
game.
Zim's right there.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I was wrong. I stand corrected.
They don't show Avatar, I guess.
Yeah, they don't show.
Or maybe they do.
No, they don't show avatars. Cat Dog, Ren and Stimpy. And,
you might be right. But like, look at this tech over here, my guys. Holy shit.
Ren and Stimpy is such a funny character.
Oh yeah. Fucking, did you see the infinites that people are posting online right now? There's an infinites with Sandy cheat.
Yeah, if you don't check the first jab, you get locked into place.
Yep, there's a guy that posted a clip of it, and the dude just rage quit because he just didn't want to deal with it anymore.
Yeah, so if you don't tech the first like punch, which is the only techable move in that sequence, you're perma stunned, and then you just die.
There we go.
Yeah, like literally, the dude was getting hit until 300%, and that was it. Like the dude never stopped getting hit.
All right, so that's.
Also, roster was a bit thin. Also, is that what you just said?
No. Screen's still on.
I know. We'll do that later. You sent me a video. I can't check it just because we're using the Discord to do like this whole thing, but I will check it after. And now we should be a little louder.
So yeah, the main roster for All Star Brawl that didn't show was Cat Dog, Ren and Stimpy, the Avatars.
Yeah.
And I think one more.
Teriyaki says, "What up, Taquachis? What up, Cut?
What up?"
And I really want to. There is potential.
April O'Neil. I don't think they showed.
Yeah, they didn't show
April O'Neil.
Nope, they didn't show April O'Neil.
So go ahead.
No, I'm trying to see who else they didn't show.
I think
that's it.
I think that's it. So we got a roster of about what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 characters. Right?
Which is good.
We got 20 characters that span through the ages. We got people like Cat Dog, obviously people like Nigel Thornberry, new characters like Lincoln and Lucy Loud. The Avatar characters who are somewhere in the middle. Powdered Toast Man, which is a fucking like out of nowhere pick right there. We got the new Ninja Turtles, and Danny Phantom, Leo Mike. So we have 3 characters for the SpongeBob franchise, 3 for freaking Avatar, 2 for Loud House, and then everybody else is kind of like, and then we got Ninja Turtles, but everybody else is kind of everywhere. So
yeah,
now we get to talk. 20 characters, exactly the same number as PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale.
We don't talk about that fucking game. We never talk about that fucking game. That game was ass. That game does not deserve any kind of highlight or mention whatsoever ever. Get that shit out of here.
So if you had 5 DLC characters to put into this, 5 DLC characters from Nickelodeon franchises, hit me with your 5.
Hugh and Jimmy Neutron, Timmy Turner, Cosmo and Wanda.
That's it.
Yeah.
Unless they're gonna be like 1 character each.
Yeah, no, Cosmo and Wanda would be 1 character.
Okay.
Cosmo and Wanda would be 1 character. Timmy would be separate. Timmy and Hugh Neutron would be separate, and I guess the last one would be, what's a good one? Oh, Dib or Gaz.
Yeah, okay, bro.
That'd be cool.
So mine would be the guy from Chalkboard, the little,
Chalk Zone.
Yeah, Chalk Zone. There you go.
Okay.
Kick W.
It's all
good. Sheen.
You talking about Rudy?
No, the actual like.
Yeah, Rudy's got the chalk, bro.
Yeah. Well, like when he goes inside the little blue guy and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That guy. He's totally from Zoe 101. So no, it would be Sheen. The guy from Chalk Zone.
Yeah.
Who else? Imagine Goddard being in there. I doubt it though.
That'd be sick.
That'd be fucking dope. Jimmy and Goddard as a character.
Yeah.
Who else? The guys from Mr. Meaty as 1 character.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
And who else would I pick? Probably Timmy Turner.
Okay. Yeah. That's good.
Or the other Jorgen von Strangle.
Jorgen von Strangle would be tough. And he gets an alternate costume where he's his 70s version with the afro and everything.
He's like, Jorgen's gonna kick your ass.
Yeah.
So for Nuggy, we got Goku, and Goku.
Technically, he's not wrong because Nicktoons did host Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball
for a little bit.
Like the longest.
We got Angry Beavers. So okay, let me get to my 5. So obviously, I want Tito from Rocket Power, 100%. Nice. But I also want Raimundo from Rocket Power.
Solid.
I want the freaking the naked freaking He-Man guy from fucking Kablam. I definitely want the Angry Beavers, and I want what's his name? I think his name is Ick from fucking All Scary Monsters.
I think so, yeah.
The red guy.
Yeah.
Carl Weezer, One DC
Also,
Machine.
I will say I'm disappointed in all of us, myself included, because none of us picked Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life.
I would never want to see Rocco get his ass whipped.
Who said we gotta be trash with Rocco?
The people, I don't have to be trash, but other people will be trash. I would also rather get the Toad, the what the fuck is his name? Do you remember the older Toad guy?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I also hoping they put in Shredder as an honorary mention.
That'd be cool.
Turtles mean Shredder.
I like turtles. I
mean, Chat says Doug, Jenny from My Life as a Teenage Robot.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Rocket Power. Carl Weezer is an unexpected one, but I could see him doing like an asthma attack or some shit.
Yeah.
With his fucking inhaler.
That's his heel. Like he just fucking inhales.
Wandizimo, Sheen, Fanboy, and Tigre.
What if it works like Heroes? What is it? But like his buff thing. Fucking what is it? I forget what it's called.
What are you talking about?
Hero from Smash.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. It's like the power up and all that stuff. The point is, what if that his like he does a little puff and then all of a sudden he's buff.
Teriyaki,
the Anchor Arms DLC special for fucking SpongeBob.
Teriyaki says Tommy Pickles. I will say yes, but here's the tricky part about it because they're babies, right?
But you know what?
What's the split side of it? They're also in Rugrats All Grown Up.
There you go.
Which nobody wants to see. Which nobody wants to see that. Kick Buttowski.
Kick Buttowski.
So like I don't know, man. Like they added Reptar, so
I think Reptar is a good representation of that.
Yeah.
From Paw Patrol.
I would love.
Or the Explorer, Doug and Keenan from all that.
Yo, Keenan! Oh shit!
Welcome to the Good Burger, man.
I'm surprised I'm the only person who. I'm surprised I'm the only motherfucker who like mentioned Kablam. I kind of feel sad about that.
Don't feel sad about that.
Nobody remembers Kablam. Fucking Kittens is here. He didn't mention Kablam.
I was more a Cartoon Network kid than I was a Nickelodeon.
He's already forgetting, bro. He's already forgetting.
Oh no.
When's Cartoon Network versus Nicktoons though?
Like
that'd be tight. That'd be tight. Yeah, that'd be tight. Let me see if I can find the thing. So definitely something that I'm looking forward to. I've seen people play the game. I've seen the freaking like how you can meteor attack people. I've seen a lot of like Nigel Thornberry. Wow. I've seen a lot of freaking Nigel Thornberry gameplay, and I think that might be who I end up playing.
I'm gonna end up playing Invader Zim.
Yeah.
You're gonna obey the fist.
Blue or Face from Nick Jr. Those would be great, but after that thing we saw about Blue's Clues, I probably don't want to have Blue be in anything anymore.
So sad, bro.
Blues would be like the least picked character in that entire roster.
Yeah. Face would not though. Face would just be like what if Face was like a level, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, I was secretly hoping that they added like the hand from SpongeBob, like the real life like hand into the game as like a mini boss or something.
What if that's you know how like in Super Smash Brothers they have like the actual hand and all that stuff like as the boss? That's the boss for like.
Dude, that'd be sick.
Nickelodeon All Stars, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, that's what Kittens is saying. Instead of hand boss from Smash, it's Face.
David Hasselhoff, you'll see.
It's possible. It's possible. Phil and Lil acting like the Ice Climbers, bro. I would play them then.
Yeah.
If they played like the Melee Ice Climbers, it's over. It's done.
I will say though that despite Nick All Stars having just 20 characters and the graphics looking semi okay, like it's got great netcode and it handles like amazingly. Yeah. That's my first initial impression, and I hope they make decent enough money to get like voice rights so they can add the voices into the actual game.
Yeah, that's what I was noticing too.
Because a lot of their budget literally went to licensing the characters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that's like every like battle royale game, no? Like fucking, they pay for the characters and then like everything else comes after.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hope so. Okay, so.
Oh, the Flying Dutchman! Imagine, bro.
Ooh, that'd be good. There's a lot of
That's
really good.
stage?
There's a lot of really good SpongeBob characters that they could have picked. That's for sure.
And then the ult is like SpongeBob and Patrick running you over with the ship. And
You're
SpongeBob's like, "Keep
good. You're
going,
No.
keep going."
The same problem that PlayStation All Stars had is that it hit a shit roster, shit mechanics, shit graphics, and shit execution.
I mean,
They
this
have Helga.
game doesn't play very much different from that. Though.
How do
So
they have a
we
Helga
have to
but
like.
not Arnold or Gerald?
I know.
Not yet.
They
could
don't
be
even
DLC.
have. They don't even have Stinky or fucking the other guy.
Or the Stoop Kid.
Or the Stoop Kid or the fucking pigeon guy.
Or the grandpa even.
Yeah. Or freaking
beating the shit out of the grandpa.
Or that piece of shit fucking Polish guy. I can't think of his name right now.
Stoop Kid never leaves the stoop.
So fucking Nickelodeon Smash Bros is gonna be out for all major platforms, or it is out for all major platforms.
It's on
also Steam. I was gonna
Yeah.
say that it's also, I could probably just not buy this for like a platform and buy it for Steam instead. Which Mr. Pataki, yeah, that fucking piece of shit. That's the crazy thing about that game. Courage the Cowardly Dog cross Nick All Stars. I mean, if we could get like a Cartoon Network versus Nickelodeon like thing, that'd be really cool. Because then you have like way cooler characters to like pick from, you know?
Dexter, Mandark, Dee Dee, even
the Eds,
Monkey.
Dude, every time I think of Courage, dude, any character now, I just
fucking Meat Canyon.
Yeah, he's right here, Miru, right where he's
always been. Billy and Matt, or Grim or Chili con Carne, fucking Hector con Carne.
Yeah.
Even fucking Cow and Chicken, the devil from Cow and Chicken.
Yeah.
Or
the devil from Powerpuff Girls.
Oh my god, yes. Him.
Yeah.
Fucking Powerpuff Girls, Rowdy Rough Boys.
He would scare me so much.
What about
growing up? I appreciated how creepy he was.
He was so cool. Or think about this, or the fucking like imitators of the Powerpuff Girls, where it's just like three dudes with the
buff ass dudes. Yeah.
With the three heads.
I think they missed an opportunity of Patrick saying, "Here comes the giant fist."
I would love that, dude.
Damn.
Just imagine them adding that voice line every time you forward smash or something. Like that would be crazy.
You're acting like the Steam community is not gonna mod the shit out of this game.
This game's gonna get out of control. It's gonna be fucking Nickelodeon Other M. It's gonna be great.
SpongeBob
Project M.
Yeah, you son of a bitch!
So we've had our fill of Smash, guys. We've talked about, Thora. We've talked about freaking Nickelodeon Smash. A little. We'll talk about Slap City at some. I'm sure we'll play Slap City at some other fucking time.
This is Patrick though, but I mean,
it's a move called "This is Patrick."
It is called.
He uses the phone,
and also Nigel Thornberry has a sleep. So, like the crit.
Jigglypuff confirmed.
Yeah. Yeah. He also like flies around like Jigglypuff too. It's actually really unsettling.
Hilarious.
So we're gonna move into the next thing, guys. It is the month of the spooks. Let's talk about
scary skeletons.
Let's talk about some spooky, scary skeletons, guys. A couple of games, maybe some movies in the past that have really given you a little tickle in the pickle.
Ooh. So I love gratuitous violence, but I also like gratuitous violence with a good plot.
Sure.
So Parasite is really one of those good ones that had come out over the last couple of years that really had me pretty fucking solid.
For sure. I've never seen Parasite.
That's the Korean one?
Yeah, that's the Korean one.
The Korean one.
Strongly recommend that.
I thought that one wasn't horror, but like more of like a scam.
It's horror
like a scam?
And a scam.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
It's
watching that movie is a scam.
It's scam horror, but it's pretty good. Like it's legitimately pretty good.
Do you know the plot of it, Chizo?
No, not really.
Okay, so just think of, like, I don't want, like, I think scam is like giving away too much of it, but if you watch it, you'll enjoy it.
Okay. Well, because I just watched fucking something else that was a scam, but anyways, I feel that. I think they call it psychological thriller.
Yeah, it counts.
Okay.
The Conjuring is another one, even though we know that's all bullshit.
I love the Conjuring world and everything about it.
Yeah, I was about to say Angel's really into it.
I love the first one. The second one was meh, and then the spin-offs were eh.
I like the second one. The second one's valid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
the second one is where their daughter gets creeped out by the doll.
I feel like we should do that at some point, like on the Discord. Probably just like watch some of the Conjuring.
I'm down.
Conjuring 3.
What are the other Conjuring movies? The ones that are like the side
Spin-offs.
movies? Huh?
Annabelle coming.
Annabelle,
The
yeah.
Nun.
The Nun. Is the Nun the one where at like towards the end of that movie, like the old ladies fucking like eating some like person whole? Or am I thinking of something else?
I think you're thinking of something
Am
else.
I thinking of like, oh god, now I gotta figure out what that movie was.
What should we watch, Chizo?
Dude, no,
Train to Busan was another good one.
Train to Busan,
was
yeah.
another good one.
That's another one I
heard it's
didn't
good. I have
watch.
not watched it.
Yeah, it's another one I haven't
Okay,
watched.
it's a little Korean drama-ish towards the end,
Sure.
but like it's
Every movie
solid.
like
It's a solid ride from beginning to end.
So what I did see though in the Korean like horror scene, I watched a movie called #Alive, which was I thought was really cool. It's about a guy, like it follows a guy who is basically like the last person in a zombie apocalypse.
Mm-hmm.
And he is normally like a gamer, you know what I mean? So all he really knows is how to like play games and kind of like do the basic like the minimal things. And he has to like survive in this like in his hotel or in his apartment complex where it everywhere around it is like fucking zombies. I'm not gonna get like too far into the plot, but that's basically like the basic gist of it. It's actually really good. It starts off pretty slow, but it gets like into the meat really pretty quick.
So like you.
It's on Netflix. Yeah, like me.
Hey.
Teriyaki, you say that title of that freaking movie ever again, bro.
Which one?
Curse of La Llorona.
Oh God. Okay, so those movies, along with the Paranormal Activity movies, have no place in this conversation.
I love the first Paranormal Activity movie.
There's gonna be a series of a paranormal. I think it's either a series or a new movie of Paranormal Activity, and it actually doesn't look terrible. I can tell you that.
I really like those that movie, the first one at least.
I consider Paranormal Activity to be a comedy series.
It is, and that's why it's fun. Dude, it's
that,
like watching Ghost Adventures. It's like watching Ghost Adventures.
That Mexican one, bro, I felt fucking racially profiled when I watched that one.
Yeah, I could feel that. I could fuck with that. You know which one was really good? So Evil Dead, the original trilogy was great. It was solid.
But the show,
remake Evil Dead, and the show were great.
Yeah, I really like the remake movie. And
the remake movie was solid. The show was even better, which sucks because they canceled it.
I know, and it was going places. They just got Lucy Lawless and shit. Like they just got Xena, bro.
And then
that comment from he's like backup offer, but stay up on her cut from a haunted house.
From a haunted house.
They were supposed to do a collision of their universes where Ash from our universe meets the girl from the new Evil Dead universe.
Yeah,
and like some weird like crossover, save the world type situation. And I was really looking forward to that too.
Danya says nothing beats Hubie Halloween. I'm not gonna lie, I really like that movie too.
Never seen it, so that's going on my list.
It's the Adam Sandler like fucking Halloween movie.
He's a vampire, right?
No, he's not. Not that one. It's not Hotel Transylvania. We're talking about Hubie Halloween. It's like he is like really into like the theme of Halloween. He's like a character who's really into the theme of Halloween, but never really like grew up past a certain point. So he's like still reliving. It's like if fucking Mr. Rogers was a Halloween show instead of
that's fucking dope.
It's really adorable. It's a good movie. I like it.
Orphan was okay.
Okay.
The Boy is fucking weird. I'm sorry.
The Boy?
Yeah, you've never seen that one?
No. It sucks that I don't get a chance to watch like a bunch of horror movies, but I would love to watch more type of thing.
Synopsis, this lady becomes a housekeeper for a mansion, but she has to look after this boy. But this boy is not a boy, it is a doll.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Damn.
The movie. Oh fuck! What is the name of this movie? All right, keep going. Keep going.
And the more
I think that's what it is.
What's it called? The more you watch it, the more you start like, what the fuck is going on here?
It's so loud.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Did we get hosted, Angel?
Yeah, I was like, hold on.
I wasn't gonna say.
I could drop it.
You mean Dead Silence?
I don't mean Dead Silence. I mean you don't mean Dead Silence. What I was talking about was the taking of Deborah Logan.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay, Dead Silence is also garbage. It was more like I understood where they were going with it, but there were so many plot inconsistencies with that movie that I was just like, nah, it took me out.
Right.
Granted, we don't watch horror movies sometimes for the plot, but I watch shit for the plot.
Right.
Like The Last House on the Left was pretty good.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
That's such a funny name.
I know. So
Like
like,
it's one of those movies where you're just like, I don't know if I should watch this, but like you watch it and
Dead
you're like, this is
silence.
actually kind of solid.
Who mean the perk from COD? True.
Ghostface is coming to Warzone. Could you fucking imagine this man with a gun in his hands?
It's a fucking cat. A cat instead of a fucking knife.
Oh no,
Goddamn.
dude.
Actual menace to society.
Jesus Christ.
you know, I'm old, I guess. So I was gonna talk about movies like the first Halloween or like The Shining.
Or Friday the 13th, or like Nightmare on Elm Street with Johnny Depp.
Or like Friday the 13th. Yeah, so I was gonna talk about stuff like that.
Okay.
Because I feel like that has had like a huge effect on kind of like the horror things that I follow and the horror things that I like seeing. You get like a psychological horror, like freaking The Shining. You know what I mean? Being trapped in this space with like just like ominous things happening left and right. That's the type of shit that I like. It's the type of games that I like playing too. Like we play, you know, we play Phasmophobia, and now we're playing Devour and shit like that.
Devour is a great game. Actual.
I really like it, but or like,
you ever seen Behind the Mask: The Rise of Leslie Vernon?
I have not.
I'll put that on the list.
Yeah.
I will say I agree because I watched Child's Play, Leprechaun, Wishmaster.
Trick or Treat is underrated.
Which one? Trick or Treat?
Yeah,
Trick or Treat's underrated.
Super good horror film.
Freaking Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Candyman.
Freaking
Scream.
Child's Play fucked me up as a kid.
Same. I watched
time.
The third one gave me peace because the third one's where he ends up like cut up because of the fucking roller coaster or whatever the fuck it was.
Whatever.
And then they bring his ass back in Bride of Chucky, and I was just like, oh fuck you.
Yeah. You know what movie made me fall asleep in theaters? And I never fall asleep in movies in theaters. Jigsaw.
Jigsaw?
Jigsaw.
Your mistake was watching Jigsaw.
Yeah.
There was a movie called Jigsaw?
Yeah, so they did Saw 1 through 7, and then they wanted to cash grab it, so they did Jigsaw as like a sequel, sort of.
It was like the ending.
I thought. Sequel. Okay, I didn't know that. I thought Spiral was the other movie.
No, they did Spiral, and then they did Jigsaw.
Jigsaw's fucking.
You sure? Because I like. How new is Jigsaw? Because Spiral kind of just came out, didn't it?
Yeah, it's a couple years old.
Hold on. Jigsaw was like within the last 2 years, I think.
Okay.
2017. Jigsaw was 2017.
So point is, like, I've never snoozed in a movie, and I could vividly remember falling asleep within like the first hour of the movie, and then waking up at the end. And I asked my friends, "Did I miss anything?" And they were like, "No, this movie was fucking terrible."
It's also you're right. Spiral is the sequel to Jigsaw that's coming out this year.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. Watch Halloween 3. You'll fall asleep.
You know what's funny about Halloween?
Now
Contagion was dumb. If you really want to fucking do what the fuckness, remember those new Halloween movie reboots that they did with Jamie Lee Curtis and Judy Greer?
Yeah.
They basically nullified any of the previous sequels following those movies. So technically, the true canon is the new Halloween movies.
I am actually excited for Halloween Kills.
Yeah, because Halloween Kills is the third one.
I thought it's like this is like a new fucking like.
No, this is canon. This is what they said. They nullified all their sequels.
Mm-hmm. They nullified all the sequels. Wait, okay.
From the 80s, like from the 80s.
Oh, okay. Because I mean, like Halloween H2O was supposed to be like the end of that.
Yeah, because she had Josh Hartnett as a son in that one.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they retconned all of that. So Judy Greer was her daughter. And
then he was supposed to like get into this like demonic curse that he was gonna be the new fucking Michael Myers and all that shit.
I'm glad they scrubbed that. That shit would have been awful.
Yeah. Those are like ideas that are chalked for a good reason. You know?
Yeah.
You know what? You know what movie stays consistent throughout the entirety of its fucking career? Friday the 13th.
You know, I raise you Jason X.
I don't give a fuck. I like Jason X.
Jason X is okay. So this is a hot take. I enjoy cheesy, stupid Halloween movies.
It's campy horror. I love campy horror.
Yeah. So Jason X, the remake of The House on Haunted Hill
Sure.
with Taye
about the-
Diggs and I forgot and what's her name, the actress that plays Phoenix
Is-
in the original X-Men trilogy.
Isn't there
right.
a Netflix version of that now?
I think so.
Yeah.
What other cheesy rides? Seed of Chucky,
Yeah.
Bride of Chucky,
Crazy.
Bride of Chucky counts.
Crazy how Chucky be fucking like.
I know, right?
Crazy how Chucky be fucking.
It's crazy how they just
No.
basically said, "Fuck it, he's a doll, but he's gonna grow a penis."
Yeah.
What if he just?
else?
What if he did? What if he just stitched him up? Like, what if they just didn't show that part? He
They
actually just made a
break
toy.
They break them off camera, like.
But yeah, no, cheesy Halloween movies are actually pretty funny. Like I love them.
like them. I like them a lot.
I like them.
It's why I like that early set of fucking Halloween movies. Like not just like Halloween, but like Friday the 13th.
I think that's
fucking
why I also enjoyed the Scream series.
You
I
know
like
what
Scream.
series? What series was good until it wasn't?
Hmm.
Insidious.
Right.
You know,
yeah.
I felt the same way about Saw.
Yeah. There's just things
So-
that go on way too long. Like obviously, like fucking Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street. Like they just go too fucking long. You know what I mean?
Like they did Freddy versus Jason. I thought that was a great idea, but shitty execution.
It was fine. I mean,
Like,
I wish
fun to
somebody
watch.
died. That's the only thing.
Final Destinations give me the ick. I
Give me
mean,
the ick. They're all right. They're
that's
all
not
right.
Okay,
the purpose of them though.
like,
they were supposed to-
I will say this. I agree with Teriyaki where they give me the ick because in the sequel, that fucking trailer with the fucking logs that comes crashing through the dude's windshield,
Yeah.
that's my biggest fear.
That's real,
Driving on the
dude.
highway.
Hell
That's
yeah.
real.
That's real as
Because it's
fuck,
real.
yeah.
Freddy versus Jason is fantastic, dude.
You get the fuck out of here with Freddy vs. Jason. It's fantastic.
Dude,
it's a good action comedy movie, but it's not a good horror movie.
That's what it is. Those movies are action comedy, basically.
I know, but they marketed it as horror.
Because it has horror characters. Name a fucking Jason movie that has ever been actually scary. None.
The first one.
Not even the first one.
The first one.
Not even the first one.
Because it was his mother. It wasn't him.
Yeah. It was him at the end.
Your mother. Your mother.
Oh yeah, spoiler warning. Sorry, I should have said that.
Yeah, spoiler warning for a fucking 50-year-old movie.
Look, man, there are a lot of people that unfortunately aren't cultured yet in certain movies that they should have watched before a certain age.
Speaking about horror, there's gonna be a horror anime that my brother got me into, and I'm super fucking excited. It's called Uzumaki.
Okay, I need to watch that.
Oh, it's the Junji Ito thing. It's Spiral.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna bring the manga from it. The cover itself is wild.
It's really cool. Uzumaki is fucking amazing, and Junji Ito is a fucking like visionary. It's really cool. It's a story about a town that is fallen under this curse of the spiral, where everything is turning into a fucking spiral, and like even people are starting to turn into. It's really fucked up. It's really fucked up, dude. Maybe we'll do that too in the future where we talk about some Junji Ito stuff because they're super cool. It's really cool.
I want to honorarily mention the new It movies.
Those are fun. I like them. I personally like them. I didn't
the
watch.
First one was more horror than anything. The second one was more campy and like
fucking Tony says Naruto.
Show me Spiral. I know exactly what it is too. I love Spiral. I fucking love Spiral, dude, and everything that he's worked on. The writer.
Tell me how sick that is, bro. Like, look at the art. It's so psychedelic and weird.
Let me show you.
Look, I'll go into like a page of it.
So let me show you another thing.
Oh, that's where that's from?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's called Uzumaki.
Ah, I've been wanting to fucking find this.
So my brother's friend lent him the manga, and the manga's fucking thick.
So check out like these drawings here. Can you see on the Discord?
Yeah.
This is from
from Uzumaki.
It's all a Junji Ito thing.
Okay, gotcha.
It's super cool. I really like it.
Look, bro, like look at this right here.
Yeah, her face. Yeah.
I need to watch this. They made a live action connection of Tomie. Yeah, Tomie. It's 1, 2, 3. It's 10.
You could even play the trailer. Right? There's like a small trailer for it that doesn't show too much of it.
For Uzumaki?
Uzumaki, yeah, and it's like super like it just I don't know, like it sets a pretty like dark tone.
Okay, yeah, I'll pull it up right now.
2022. Oh, sick. Even better. Also, if you guys
guys.
do have a Funimation account, you will notice that their video player has finally improved, and that's because Sony bought them out and owns them and Crunchyroll.
Thank God. So here we go, guys. Uzumaki trailer on the right. There's also a really cool game that deals with shit like this, and it's $15 on Steam. It is called World of Horror.
That's the one you've been playing, right?
Yeah, I fucking love that game. God damn. And also, if you want like the super shitty basic version of this, you watch the Junji Ito collection on VRV.
Crunchyroll. I've been watching that on Crunchyroll, actually.
It's okay.
It's not bad.
Yam Yam Shabai or whatever the fuck it's called. No, of course, all of his shit's black and white.
Yeah, there's no color to it.
I love that you start getting like the spirals in like just the ground and shit. Like everything starts becoming a spiral.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
oh,
like
shit.
the city gets reorganized as a spiral. It's really fucking cool, dude.
They had to push it back because they were like they didn't want to rush it. So I appreciate even better for that.
Yeah. The art is really good and it's really like intricate. So for them to get it right is like a really big thing. Uzumaki.
Yeah.
I love
her
that.
hairline looks pushed back. Yeah, her hairline only on Tsunami. Oh, that's bold.
I know. Well, that's crazy. Her hairline.
There was another like, one where like it's just like she's just walking.
Her hairline looking like LeBron and shit.
So what is this? It's Uzumaki.
It's Uzumaki. It's a recreation.
I had it the wrong way.
It's a recreation of Junji Ito's story Uzumaki, and it's coming next year to Toonami, and I would imagine Crunchyroll and shit like that.
Yeah,
Uzumaki. There you go.
Very
cool. I'm looking forward for that one.
Yeah, I love anything Junji Ito, and the fact that World of Horror has a lot of his shit is also very cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you guys have any like particular video games that have put you in like the nice tingly mood?
Hey, Resident Evil remakes, the Resident Evil 2, 3 remakes. Well, 3's garbage. 7 and 8 for sure.
Okay.
And there was one more.
Thought it was Berserk. Oh, dude, I wish Berserk ended.
Hey, I wish that had an ending. And Outlast, because that shit still freaks me out to the bone.
Nice. You gonna be playing Outlast Trials when it comes out?
Dude, are you gonna be playing with me? Because if you are, then that's a yes.
That might. That might.
Yeah, sure, Nuggy Wuggy. Yeah, me too. Yeah, Outlast freaks me out to no end. Hey, buddy! And then you get chased around by this motherfucker.
There's a lot of peepees. There's a lot of peepees in that game. I'll tell you that much. That's the spookiest part. I feel like I'm gonna get like hammered in the head by peepees. What about you, Angel?
Well, honestly, like the spooky games, Resident Evil, of course. Like Village, I think was well made. Like it was very cool. Like weird.
Yeah.
Like I mean, but like what I've seen is like every fucking Resident Evil is like fucking out of pocket sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, Ram played freaking part 6, so that's the most out of pocket.
Honestly, I think it's a tie between that and 4.
6 and 4.
Yeah, 6 and 4 for out of pocket. 6 is out of pocket for like action and like shitty plot and all that stuff, but I'm talking about like monsters.
That's fair. But I mean, if 4 never existed, 8 would never exist. So 8 and 7 would never exist.
The game that I played that like fucked with me like mentally sometimes was Try to Fall Asleep.
No, I will not touch that.
Yeah, you did really good in that game too.
I finished it in one stream, but the thing is, I was fucked. Like I was like when I would like the little thing that supposedly keeps you sane and tells you like the sanity you're losing and all that stuff is this peachy happy thing, but like the things you see in that game are fucking weird, bro.
That's kind of like
what is it, like a side scroller?
No, it's like a Five Nights at Freddy's, but with like what's it called? Like mini objectives in between the sleeps.
Yeah. So what is it? Try to fall asleep or don't fall asleep?
Try to fall asleep.
Oh, okay.
Kitten says Alan Wake. Yeah, I love Alan Wake. I wish I played more of it.
I
own all of them and Control, and I just haven't played it. It's a shame.
And Devour. Like we just played it like 2 days ago, but I honestly enjoyed it.
Can I pull up that clip really quick?
Oh, the duct tape one?
Yeah, do you have it? Can I grab that?
Yeah,
Real
it's on
quick?
my Discord. I could send it to you real quick
All
though.
right.
Yo, they made a sequel to The Cell. Oh dear God.
What the fuck is the cell?
So
Please pull that up.
if for people that don't know, Jennifer Lopez at the height of her acting did a
Mhm.
movie called The Cell, where
Okay.
they in the future did this memory diving technology where you can basically go into mind of a subject
Uh-huh.
and like talk
Mhm.
to their personality or whatever inside. So her goal is a police detective or was working with police to
Here it is.
uncover this dude's like last murder victim before she drowns in a tub that he created by
Oh,
trying to psychologically heal the killer into telling her where she is.
I sent it to you, Cheese.
thank you.
And she's basically going deeper and deeper into her subconscious, and she almost dies in there several times. It's crazy, but it's a bad movie.
What?
It's that one. This is the No You Ain't.
Oh, what the hell? Is this playing in the background for some
Here you go, bitch.
reason? Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, cool. Let me see if I can pull it up here.
Just know duct tape almost watched
Oh,
me.
all right, here we go. This is a little gameplay from Devour. We were playing it the other day. We're gonna play it tonight as well.
Here you go, bitch.
Oh, what the
Pretty,
fuck
it's
is that
pretty,
goat?
it's pretty low.
Yeah, I'm picking up this little shit here.
I'm wrapping around.
What the fuck?
Got
You
him.
can pick up the goat?
Yeah. All right.
Where's Ghost Lady? So I don't get.
Lady's over
She's in the back.
Are we good?
Oh,
What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck?
She going crazy or what?
I would have noped. Oh no!
I literally
No,
was like, she's in the
okay.
back too. Like,
Okay, so here's the thing. Duct tape specifically says she's in the back, and I was like, all right, cool. But then he walks towards the front, and he's like, we good. And as soon as I walk out, it's like, no, you ain't. You know, like,
Oh Lord,
oh my
no!
god.
I would have
For
nope. Nope.
that's a fantastic game. But for me, it was dang, what would I say? I mean, like growing up, it was Silent Hill. It was the Silent Hill series that like
Oh.
put a lot of emphasis on the type of like horror that I'm looking forward to.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I feel like the more I play things that are more like Silent Hill, that are more like survival horror, it
You
like
must have been.
it puts me in a really good mood.
You
And
must have been tilted when Kojima couldn't do Silent Hills.
I was kind of pissed. I was even more pissed because Death Stranding came out of that, but that's a talk for another time. There's also a game for the GameCube that I'm trying to fucking buy, but god damn it, goddamn retro fucking gaming right now is in like utter shambles.
Gambles.
Yeah,
What game?
it's called Eternal Darkness:
I
Sanity's
think I've.
Requiem
Oh
for
shit!
for the GameCube. It is a game that is survival horror, but like you have a sanity meter, and that game will start doing shit. Like you'll start seeing stuff on like in the game, like some like pictures will start coming out of the wall.
Oh, so kind of
And
like Fatal Frame.
huh?
So kind of like Fatal Frame.
Kind of, but this game will literally like make it seem like freaking your game reset or it shut off. Or
Oh,
it'll
shit.
make it seem like you lost all your save data or all this other kind of crazy like Psycho Mantis shit starts happening.
Oh,
You know
nice. That's actually pretty solid.
what's going on, Mouse?
Hey, squeaker.
So to me, the game that I wish was a lot better,
Mhm.
and it just tilted me overall because of how like poorly it was being done was Amnesia.
The new one, right?
Rebirth, yeah.
Yeah, that sucks too, because everybody was really looking forward to this new Amnesia being good, especially because Pigs for Machine or Machine for Pigs, Machine for Pigs was really poor.
Yeah.
Um,
So to me, it's like I
yeah,
played the other Amnesias and they were good. Like I liked them,
nice.
but when I played these, I was like, like because they brought this thing where it's like you start losing your sanity when it's dark. You know
Mhm.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like if you don't have matches or you don't have lanterns that run out of fire for some reason.
Yeah.
You know, it's a if you don't have that, you start instantly losing like sanity. You know,
Mhm.
and it's like they're so scarce within the map, and I'm not even playing it in a mode that's like super crazy hard or anything. Like I'm playing them normal.
Yeah.
It's like I ran out of matches within like the first like the findable matches within the first like 15 what is it
Yeah,
like
I
50,
was
30
hearing
minutes.
I was hearing that was a problem. Like you, as soon as you get to that area that's like that almost looks like old and dilapidated, like old ruins. Like you're basically done with your
you're
matches.
done. Yeah, and that's where essentially where it stopped for me. It's like because I ran out of there's like puzzles you have to solve and all that stuff, and you couldn't even do them because it's like fuck, I ran out of matches, and to get to that other place I need to get to is like another dark hallway, but I just get fucked because of the dark hallway, you know?
Yeah,
Jesus.
I get you.
I will say that Resident Evil 3 remake disappointed the shit out of me because it had the potential to be just as spooky as the second one, where Mr. X fucking stalking you every fucking where, and then Nemesis was only prominent for like the first 25% of the game, and you're just like, oh, so that's it?
Well,
Really?
they also like removed parts of the game.
Yeah, they removed a shitload of the game.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's severely disappointing.
yeah. But you know, spooky games are great. I finally I've after Phasmophobia, like, and playing it like a lot as for the last like what 2 years.
Where it's at now.
Well, no, just in general, like I didn't used to be able to like watch or play spooky games, but after for some reason after playing Phasmo, like it like did something to me where I'm like, oh, it's just dumb. This is just dumb, and I could have fun doing this. So
wait till you have me in there because I'm gonna trigger the ghost every chance I get.
That's what we do. We literally give the ghost smooches every time.
Me and Cheese will be acting up.
That's right.
I love it.
That's
I
right.
love it. That's what I'm here for.
I'm looking for a shorty spirit, so
like Lucy Liu, who got lucky with a spirit.
That's right. All right. So there's a segment of this show or the cast where I wanted to go over a couple of creepypastas. And I'm gonna pull them up over here. See if I can actually. Just gonna remove that one. All right, let me pull them up here. Hopefully you guys can see them or read it. So
I think you might have to Control Plus to make people be able to read it.
Control Plus.
Mm-hmm. It'll make the text bigger on the screen. For the web page. You have to do it on the web page.
Yeah.
There you go. Keep going. Keep going.
That's
keep going.
There. I think there.
Oh, that's terrible.
Keep going.
There. I think now the stream can see it. Yeah.
Okay. So do we want to do this one first, or do we... No, you know what? Let's do the one that
There's a fucking app.
Yeah. So let's do the one that me and Angel were talking about. So
very familiar about. Yeah.
So this one is called Lavender Town Syndrome, and for those that do know, please follow along. So I'm gonna play the music while I fucking talk about it real quick.
If the Lavender Town theme song?
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
So the Lavender Town Syndrome was a peak in suicides and illness of children between the ages of 7 and 12. Shortly after the release of Pokemon Red and Green in Japan, back in February 27, 1996. Rumors say that these suicides and illness only occurred after the children playing the game reached Lavender Town, whose theme music had extremely high frequencies that studies showed that only children and young teens can hear since their ears are more sensitive. Due to the lavender tone, at least 200 children supposedly committed suicide, and many more developed illness and afflictions. The children who committed suicide usually did so by hanging or jumping from heights. Those who did not act irrationally complained of severe headaches after listening to Lavender Town's theme. Although Lavender Town now sounds differently depending on the game, the mass hysteria was caused by the first Pokemon game released. After the Lavender Tone incident, the programmers had fixed Lavender Town's theme music to be at a lower frequency. And since the children were no longer affected by it, one video appeared in 2010 using special software to analyze the audio of Lavender Town's music. When played, the software created images of the unknown near the end of the audio. They raised controversy since the unknown didn't appear until the Generation 2 game, Silver, Gold, Crystal. The unknown translates to leave now. There is also the said beta version of Lavender Town. It is said that the beta version of Pocket Monsters or Pokemon was released to some kids to test the games. This is the video of it here that I'm playing. The fucking like noise. And also Yaki does have a point. Ben
Yeah,
Drowned
Ben
is
Drowned is S
a
tier.
super S tier fucking
I have a fucking
creepypasta.
EDP right there, bro. Press X on that joint.
Jesus Christ.
That what?
EDP is on the recommended.
Oh, it is. Oh no! I exit.
All right, so to me, this was wild because when I would play Pokemon, I was like, damn, this place is creepy as fuck. And it's
Mm-hmm.
like, and the more you read the lore out of like Lavender Town, like when you get to the top of the tower, spoiler alert for you guys that never, like you uncultured swine right there that start with
Wow.
what's it called? It is said that we killed Gary's fucking Eradicate, so he's in there mourning his lost Pokemon.
Right.
Huh.
Yeah. So
I never thought of it like that.
when we fought them in the ship and all that stuff, we just killed off the Eradicate there.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but because if you read like the actual like Pokemon manga, like the Pokemon don't faint; they actually
They-
die. Like
Yeah.
there's a picture of like Arbok getting sliced in half by a Charmander.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. I've seen the manga.
Yeah.
There's it's pretty fucking brutal.
Yeah. So point is, it's like to me, it's like holy shit, this is crazy. And then I started reading more, and it's like the deeper I got, I've heard about like the Porygon shit, where like kids were getting seizures because of Pokemon.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
they
that's
removed they removed that episode because of all the flashing lights.
Yeah, and then
Fucking
they
because of
rebooted
Kanye.
it. Yeah, they rebooted it again, and then like the lights were like very minuscule.
Yeah.
The point is, it's like when I read about this, I was like, holy shit, that's scary as fuck.
Yeah.
And like the more and more I see it, is like the more you see like, oh, suicide. People died because of this. Like people started feeling sick because of this song. People started feeling this and that. I was like, holy fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Damn.
And it's pretty neat that, especially we were talking with Thunder Mouse about kind of like there is a darker side to people's fan theories and people's like thoughts on Pokemon, like how, you know, obviously Cubone is like just a small malnutrition fucking
Charmander?
Kangaskhan.
Oh
Yeah,
Yeah.
you didn't know about this?
No, I knew about the Kangaskhan theory, but there's another one that says supposedly that the skull on Cubone's head is a dead Charizard.
It would make more sense if it was like a dead Marowak.
Kind of. I could see because it has like those two like kind of
Horns,
like
yeah.
no,
Mhm.
well, like the brow is like pointed,
And
like
then,
the Charizard is,
and Cubone looks stature-wise like a Charmeleon.
but it doesn't have like the fire.
It doesn't. It's saying supposedly that the fire just died out of grief and sorrow.
But they die. That's the whole
Exactly.
like that's the
That's
whole
what I'm saying.
thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like I prefer the Kangaskhan theory over the
Yeah.
Charmeleon theory.
Yeah.
Well, did you guys hear about the Spoink one?
You mentioned it
Yeah.
last time.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mentioned
it's not a theory. I think if he loses the ball, he dies.
No, if he stops jumping, he dies.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. That's the one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
if his like little spoink is no longer spoinking,
He dies.
He's
done.
dead.
Yeah. Gengar is an
Gengar is
evil
evil
Clefairy. Hell yeah. I love this canon where Clefairy is just light version Gengar. You know?
Go to the Hypno one. That one's fucking crazy.
Okay, so we'll talk about another creepypasta called Hypno's Lullaby.
Oh no.
Yeah, and this one's actually canon because it's like it appears in his like Pokédex of what he does.
Yeah.
Jesus, we need to go through all this horrible, creepy shit in all the Pokédex.
Oh,
I'm
dude,
pretty sure
it's
it's Pokemon that's
coming.
just fucked.
Oh yeah, of course there is. All right, here we go, guys. Estimated read time is 10 minutes, so it's gonna be a little bit. So it starts like this. So that's not fair, Jimmy cried, slamming his large gray Nintendo DS shut. You cheat! I told you to never use your Blastoise. His level's too high. Preston smirked, though Jimmy's voice made him, goddamn Preston, made him glance at the metallic picnic across the playground, picnic table across, where Miss Hinson sat reading some book. I really don't want her to take my game away again, he thought. He closed his smaller blue DS so that the Pokeball sticker showed in front and tucked it in between his legs, in case she showed up. No one likes you, you Pokemon freak, Jimmy said.
Wow.
You just like me, bro.
Just like you. His limbs shook and his face turned red. For a minute, Preston thought Jimmy looked like a red version of the Hulk. Wow. He was handing people fucking tacos. He felt a smile coming on, but forced it back. Any more attention would alert Miss Hinson. Jimmy stood over him, fist clenched, but finally just walked away. Preston sighed, tucking the game system in his pocket. Kids played Shark in the sandbox and swung on another and what? And swung one another on swings. Thank you. Preston sighed, staring at them, but then turned away. He had a lot of friends after all Pokemon. Wait, what? Is that
Yeah, they're friends after all. Pokemon. Like he was saying that his friends are Pokemon.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. That's damn hyphen really okay. So he brushed dirt off his Pokemon shirt with Ash and Pikachu and sat under the tree nearest the forest on the outskirts of the playground. Acorns hid in the gold and orange leaf littered ground, and as Preston sat his back scraped against the tree's trunk, the boy cast another glance at his teacher. Before he took the DS out of his shorts pocket, or before he opened it and pressed the power button, but stopped when he caught something out of the corner of his eye. At first glance, it looked like a yellow speck, though the more Preston looked at it, the more it looked like a Hypno. I'm gonna stop there. Hypno's my favorite Pokemon, so anything that makes Hypno look like not a cool Pokemon makes me feel really sad.
He's not a cool.
He's super cool. What are you talking about?
The premise of Hypno is not to be cool. It's to be a fucking. I don't want to say it like that either.
Why are you saying it like that? Why are you saying it like that? Why are you saying it like that?
Because it's
why are you saying it like that? Why are you saying it like that?
Because it's canon.
It's like Mimikyu, and I'm not gonna get into any arguments saying that it's a doll, but Mimikyu is the same shit. The canon of Mimikyu is to be a horrendous thing that kills people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hypno is a horrendous thing that kills people.
No, that lures people
to their death, right?
But there's a specific age group for the lure.
Hey, man. He's a fucking bona fide killer. All right, relax.
Yeah, I mean,
look what he does to people. What do you think he does to Pokemon? You know?
I love the defense. I love the defense. It's just spouting.
Fucking
like, fuck you, all of you.
This is the one of the strongest Pokemon in theory, if that's the case.
Okay. I don't know if that's the hill you want to die on.
Reading? I could read if you're tired of reading.
No, I got it.
He's like, no, fuck you. This is my Hypno story.
Preston blinked, expecting for the image to be gone, but there it sat, swinging in its pendulum, a gray stone with a hollowed center attached to a string, to and fro.
It's swinging something, all right.
God damn it. Its cat-like ears perked up, and a long nose was nestled between two squinted eyes. Oh, Preston said, placing his Oh, Preston said, placing his DS on the ground and slowly getting up. The Hypno sat as it was. Watching its pendulum go back and forth, Preston crept toward it, making sure that his foot rose high enough and fell gently as to not make a sound. Whenever a Pokemon glanced in Preston's direction, he darted behind a tree. They're real. I knew it. If only I had a Pokeball. Yeah, sounds like fucking Angel Stream. If only I had a fucking Pokeball. Okay, so the closer the boy got, the more he noticed some things about Hypno. The first was that the Pokemon's face looked rough and paper-like, almost as though it were made of what was it? Miss Hinson helped us make our Halloween masks out of paper mache.
Paper mache.
Paper mache. Yeah. Okay, and its eyes were more set back, as though Hypno wore a mask. His skin looked more like a yellow long-sleeve shirt and pants, but he wore no shoes. Man, this ain't no fucking Hypno. This is a guy. Yeah, this is fucking David Copperfield, bro.
Oh no.
Why are we talking about that? Okay. He kind of looks like a Hypno, Preston thought, but no more had he thought than he realized that everything looks different in a cartoon than reality, like how Tom and Jerry looked goofier than a regular cat and mouse.
You want to talk about it, Cheezo? Because Hypno's still a fucking predator in the game. Like I don't know what you want me to hear. Like what do you want to hear from this conversation?
Hey man, Pokemon's got a Pokemon. You know what do you want me to tell you? What do you want me to tell you?
I don't know if that's the hill you want to die on. Though.
Haunter goes around and fucking like haunts children too. Like that's part of his.
Bro, yeah, but he doesn't lure them.
He doesn't. He doesn't have to. He's a fucking ghost. He goes to them.
Like one day, Hypno's gonna lure Chris Hansen. You know, it's like and it's gonna be on TV.
Yeah, dude, and Hypno's gonna be like, "Sit down. I got something to talk to you about."
Why, hello there, Chris Handsome. See, I call you Handsome because I want you.
That's right. Where I come from, we call you Chris Handsome. All right. Preston's foot fell on a twig. The piece of wood broke with a resounding snap. The Pokemon looked up at the boy, its pendulum coming to a halt. Preston froze. A breeze seemed to carry the sounds of other children off. So it seemed that only the boy and the Pokemon remained. He expected the Hypno to run, but all he did was tilt his head to the side. That's the creepiest shit ever, dude.
That is.
Could you
creepy.
imagine like a Hypno turning his head like a fucking owl?
Nah, bro. Count me the fuck out.
Yeah,
I'm gone.
just straight like.
Set up. Nope.
Come, little child, come with me. Safe and happy you will be. The Pokemon sang, though its squeaky voice hardly higher than a whisper. Preston, I love that this next ad is just this dude with a thumbs up.
Okay, kid, keep going.
Preston's eyes widened. You can talk, the boy said. You don't even move your mouth. Hey, I don't need to. I'm a psychic type Pokemon, Hypno said. I don't need to speak to talk. With that, he raised a hand and poked his head. Oh, he's dead. The kid's dead already. Oh, Preston said. Oh.
Preston.
Oh, Preston. You will give to us more than you have taken away. Away from home. Now let's run. Hypno sang once more, extending a hand. With Hypno, you'll have so much fun. Preston smiled, taking a step forward. Finally, he had a real live Pokemon. He could live with Hypno and help train him. Maybe I can even catch more Pokemon with Hypno's help. Preston! Hypno's eyes narrowed with its deep eye holes. Mrs. Hinson had her hands around her mouth, calling for the boy. Preston raised a hand and turned to follow the other kids back to into the primary school. When he glanced back, Hypno was gone. Preston grabbed his DS and rushed back to class with his classmates, though his thoughts remained on the playground. When the class moved on with the day, taking turns doing activities or like drawing or playing math games, Preston snuck over the window and stared off into the woods. There was nothing but the swaying trees. Dumb Miss Hinson, the boy thought. She scared Hypno away. The thought made his eyes water, but he forced them back. He wouldn't cry. Preston blinked a few times, though when he opened his eyes again and focused them just at the edge of the trees, he notices Hypno standing with a slight stoop, swinging his pendulum back and forth. You're such a fucking idiot, Preston heard his mother through his bedroom walls.
Yeah, how loud did she yell?
God damn! He turned up the volume on his game, lying on his bed and holding the console above his head. Why? Because I want to leave this place, his dad said. Oh, bro, this is that shit. This is Hypno like, yo, these kids have shitty lives anyways. Let me just fucking dream eat these motherfuckers and walk away.
And you still defending him right now.
I love this character.
Chat, just be forewarned. This is the motherfucker y'all came to follow.
Motherfucker, Hypno is basically like CPS, dog. Hypno is the Pokemon CPS, dog.
I mean, that's one way to look at it.
I suppose.
Okay, Preston placed his DS aside and glanced over the clock on his bedside table. The clock in the grip of a plastic Pikachu said 10:34 in glow-in-the-dark numbers. Wait a minute, what? Okay. Music blared from the game, though he still heard his parents as though they were in the same room. So you want to take him away? There's the one place he's grown up in? You want to take him away from that? He's only 8 years old, for fuck's sake. God damn. Yo, there's some real shit. Yo, there's some real shit going on right now.
PTSD intensifies.
That's really, god damn. How much? Dude, we got a lot. Oh my god.
They did say 10 minutes.
It did say 10 minutes. It did say 10 minutes.
Look at that little scroll bar on the right.
That's because there's comments.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Preston rolled off his Pokemon bedspread, allowing his eyes to adjust after playing his video game for close to 3 hours straight. That's them some rookie numbers, first of all. Pokemon posters covered the walls. Numbers. The only thing that separated them were slivers of light blue wall. He thought of putting in a movie. Maybe that could be louder than the fighting. But then again, he was supposed to be sleeping. Maybe he could draw, but he would need light. Play with his action figures? Made too much noise and needed light. So he just sighed, hopped back into bed, and tucked himself back into bed. Preston held the DS back over his head, the light of the game allowing him to see the cuffs of his fleeced Pokemon pajamas. Tomorrow will be better, he thought. It's Halloween, and the field trip to the caves.
Oh, interesting.
A smile crawled across his lips. Then he noticed that his game was the only noise he heard, and his tense little body relaxed. As though on cue, he felt his eyelids get heavy. Preston moved his hands to turn off the DS, but stopped. He put his game on pause and then opened his Pokédex, the compendium of all the monsters he had caught in the game. He scrolled down the long list until the cursor highlighted Pokemon number 96. A Hypno appeared on the screen with its yellow skin, squinty eyes, and a pendulum. Preston read the description. It carries a pendulum-like device. There was once an incident in which it took away a child it hypnotized. That's canon. That's the real fucking Pokédex entry.
Yeah.
Yep.
As stated before.
Yep. We're just, I'm just making sure everybody's on the same page. I don't
think that helps, Cheezo.
It doesn't.
It's every Pokemon does a thing. All right. Let's finish the story.
All right, keep it. I have questions, Cheezo.
I wish you would take me away, Preston said. Pause. He turned off his game, placed it on the bedside table, and closed his eyes. All right, everyone, Mrs. Henson said. Oh, it's Mrs. Henson now? Damn, this bitch got married overnight? Be careful.
You don't know her?
I don't know her. These caves can be very dangerous, so stay behind me and watch where you walk. Preston took to the end of the line of children. Okay. Looking around at the towering pines around him. The gold light of autumn shined through, I guess it was through the leaves, and the smell of grass and dirt filled him. They walked around a large hole in the ground, which they found as they passed was a cave. The day shined in from an opening at the bottom. The children craned their necks to see the gray stone a yard away. The ground sloped downhill. Sloped downhill, my bad. And as they reached the bottom, the cave mouth stood ready to welcome them. Mrs. Heinsohn entered with the others following her. All of them craned their necks up to see the huge hole that they had just passed. Preston smiled. He had expected the caves to be more like they are in his game. Brown, geometric, precise. Mrs. Hudson, wait, what the fuck? Is there like more people here? What the hell?
I'm pretty sure it's a class like school.
It's like a whole thing. Okay, yeah, Mrs. Hudson muttered something about noticing how they could see erosion wear the rock down. Preston didn't listen, though just gazed up and around. His gaze fell to the cave opening. He thought he saw a flash of yellow in the woods.
Oh. He saw Minato, bro.
He saw, what'd you say?
He saw Minato. Yellow
God, he saw he's just teleporting everywhere. Around midday, the class took out their lunches. Preston found a particularly leafy piece of ground and plopped down. He laid out the tin, Pokemon lunchbox he had received from the bus and opened it. Inside lay a peanut butter and jelly sandwich stuffed into a baggie and a box of Minute Maid apple juice. That slaps. He sighed. Why does Mom keep making the same lunch? Nevertheless, Preston grunted and picked up the plastic wrap sandwich. Psst. Preston glanced around, looking for the one who psst him, but everyone else paid him no mind. It couldn't have come from behind, he thought. There was nothing but woods behind him. Again, Preston sighed. Probably just for someone else. He felt a knot tighten in his chest. Preston looked up, envying all the children who talked or played together. It was times like this that he wished he had his Pokemon game. Psst. Half behind a tree and half hidden by a green shrubbery stood Hypno, with his stooped posture and swinging his pendulum. Preston smiled. After making sure no one was watching him, edged toward the shrubbery. Hello, little child. Okay, dude, I wish I could do Markiplier's voice. Hypno said,
hello, children.
Cocking his head to the left like a bird. Hi, Hypno, Preston said, trying to keep his voice down. Why did you run away yesterday? I don't like seeing adults seeing me, Hypno said. Why? They don't like Pokemon. Oh, Preston said, nodding his head. No wonder why Mrs. Henson was always trying to take away his Pokemon game. What is your name, little child? I'm Preston. Preston Michaels. Well, Preston, he said, I have something to show you. Hypno gestured behind him with his free hand, and then he turned and walked into the forest. Preston glanced back. As usual, everyone's attention was everywhere but him. He turned and followed his Pokemon into the foliage. The shrubbery clung to Preston's jeans, making him stop ever so often to wrench his legs from the thicket. Hypno walked ahead, his right arm always held out swinging his pendulum, The smell of wet root made Preston's nose wrinkle every time he broke a large weed. Sweat formed on the bridge of his nose, and he kept having to wipe it away and push up his glasses. It only took 5 minutes of walking before the two entered a tiny clearing. Hypno stopped in front of a hole in the ground, one like Preston had seen earlier that day, but smaller, perhaps only a meter in length and width. The boy glanced over his shoulder. He could just see the class and Mrs. Hinson past the trees and foliage. Preston's shoulders slumped a little. No one is even missing me. The boy forced back a hiccup that seemed to be trying to force its way up, and then turned to see the hypno still staring down. Preston glanced down the hole. It looked deep and dark. The smell of wet earth and something else drifted up from it. Preston wrinkled his nose. "What is that place?" the boy asked. "It is my home," Hypno said. For the first time, Preston noticed that the Pokemon's voice seemed muffled. "Why do you live in a place like that, Hypno?" "I have no owner," Hypno said. "I have nowhere else to go." "Me either," Preston said, though his voice sounded small. There it was again, that lump in his chest. He wanted to be one of the kids the others played with. He wanted to be one of the kids whose parents never fought and paid attention to them. Tears slid down his cheek. "No one loves me." "Hypno loves you," Hypno said. Bending over to look Preston in the face, the boy could see every ridge in the Pokemon's mask-like face. Preston's lip quivered, and he wrapped his arms around Hypno. "It's so lonely," Preston said, hugging the Pokemon tighter. Hypno shh, the boy, patting Preston's head with his free hand. "Oh, little child, please don't cry. Hypno wouldn't hurt a fly. He wouldn't hurt a fly." Hypno sang. His squeaky voice, I can't do squeaky voice, so I'm sorry. His squeaky voice soothing the boy. "Be free to frolic. Be free to play. Come with me to my cave to stay." Preston pulled away, glancing back into the cave. The sight of it made his stomach churn. "But it's so dark," he said, his voice still trembling, "and it smells weird." "It's all right, Preston," Hypno said, caressing the boy's head. "I used my psychic powers so that it'll keep bad people away. But once we're down there, you'll have so much fun. There are a lot of children just your age down there. We all want to play with you." Preston gazed up at Hypno's muddy green eyes and smiled. He stepped back, wiping tears away. "Okay," Preston said, "let's go." Hypno held up his pendulum and swung it back and forth. "Now look to me. The pendant calls," Hypno sang. The world darkened around the edges of Preston's sight as he followed the pendulum. The sounds of the other children, the smells of the cave before him, the wind brushing against his skin died away. It was as though Preston and Hypno were the only two in the entire world. Back and forth your eyelids fall. The boy's eyelids fell and he drifted to sleep. Preston tried to move his arms, but something held him to his sides. He grunted, moving his head back and forth. He tried moving his feet. They too were bound. Preston took a deep breath but coughed. That bad smell, he thought, it's so strong. Then he remembered what the smell was. He remembered a time when he, his mother, and his father were happy together, and went to the beach or theme parks or on picnics. Once they crossed a dead puppy, and Preston's father got out of the car and moved it to the side of the road. Preston had gotten out, but had to go back in. He remembered the smell, that sweet smell that made him grimace of decay. Preston coughed again. "Hypno," he said, "where are you?" There was no answer. Warmth ran through Preston's body. The little hairs all over his body stood straight up. He knew he had to open his eyes, but with that smell and Hypno were gone. What was he going to find? The boy shook and whimpered. He took a deep breath, forcing himself not to gag, and opened his eyes. A very little light lit the cave walls, were the ones the boy had seen earlier. That day it looked gray. These looked black. Waters dripped from the rock, making a dip sound every time they drop fell. He tried moving again, though the ropes bit into his naked body. Wait, what? Uh, wait, what? The hard ground made his back ache. I could see Angel smiling over there. Though the air felt warm, Preston still shivered. "Help!" he screamed, but stopped when he saw the rest of the cave. Bones and clothing littered the ground. A little girl's Barbie shirt, a little cap with a seminal stitch across it. "I just want my mommy and daddy. I want to go home." Tears
Yeah,
flooded
it
his
did.
eyes,
Like,
and
yeah,
he
it did.
struggled more and more. Help! He screamed as he thrashed back and forth. The boy's gaze found Hypno, the Pokemon's stooped silhouette hunched over a lit lantern. I want to go home, Hypno, Preston said, his tears leaking into his mouth. Take me home. I don't like it here. Oh, little child, you cannot leave, Hypno said, his voice low, but squeaker than before. His voice made the boy shiver even more. For you, your families will grieve. Minds unraveling at the seams, allowing me to haunt their dreams. Please, Preston said. Hypno stood. He swung his pendulum back and forth, but it seemed to shine in a dim light each time it would hit the light. It made Preston squint. Hypno moved closer. Don't cry, Preston, Hypno said, speaking in a low, squeaky voice. Preston tried to crawl back. Blood ran down his arms and legs. Do not wail and do not weep. It's time for you to go to sleep, Hypno sang. His voice heightened as he sang, making Preston scream louder. Hypno's eyes widened, though only a bit of them was visible through his eye slits. Little child, you were not clever. Now you'll stay with me forever. And that's the end.
So
Yikes.
it was very ambiguous. Was this guy? Was it a fucking pedo or was it an actual Hypno?
I know, right?
Right?
But I'm gonna
So
assume it was like an actual Hypno.
Oh, and the lullaby's right there at the bottom.
Oh, there is a lullaby. You want to read
Come,
it?
little children, come with me. Safe and happy you will be. Away from home, now let us run. With Hypno, you'll have so much fun. Oh, God.
Go on.
Oh, oh, little children, please don't cry. Hypno wouldn't hurt a fly. Be free to frolic, be free to play. Come with me to my cave to stay. Oh, shit. Oh, little children, please don't squirm. These ropes I know will hold you firm. Now look to me, the pendant calls. Back and forth, your eyelids fall. Oh, little children, you cannot leave. For you, your families will grieve. Mine's unraveling at the seams, allowing me to haunt their dreams. Do not wail, do not weep. It's time for you to go to sleep. Little children, you were not clever. Now you'll stay with me forever.
this
Oh,
is like
God.
This
this
is
is the Nintendo version of fucking Pennywise,
yeah,
bro.
basically,
Yeah,
as what I was gonna
legit.
say. And it's kind of weird too. Congratulations, you're on a
You're
list
on a
now.
list now.
So this is also kind of a weird thing where it is ambiguous, where it could just be like some
Oh,
dude that is just like a hypnotizer guy. Because why the fuck would like a hypno need like ropes or anything like that?
yeah, for
If it's
real.
just like straight up just hypnotizing, it doesn't matter, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
Jesus Christ.
but yeah, this is the Hypno's Lullaby. It's a fucking creepypasta from like 10 years ago or some shit like that.
Yeah, so
Ah.
here lies my point.
Uh-huh.
Hypno is the EDP of Pokemon. Like, I don't know how else to
It's
say
the
it.
EDP of Pokemon.
It's gonna be a note for me, dogs. Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
a huge note for me, big
So
dog. Nope.
I still enjoy. It's still my favorite Pokemon. Like no matter what. It's
What? So okay, listen. What about the ramifications I get when I say Hisoka is one of my favorites?
what is the difference? You'd say that you say that Hypno is a problem, and I say that Hisoka's
Okay,
a problem.
Hisoka don't be fucking luring little kids and like fucking killing them or like
But you know
fucking
what?
eating their ass or something.
It's fucking like it's in the way he speaks that he might as well do that, right? Right? Right?
Okay, Remy, you
I'm
know
not
what I
too
mean,
far.
right?
I'm not too far into the series to really give any valid input outside of him just like
It's implied way more than a Hypno. If that like fucking
No,
okay, no, if that fucking like one thing on the Pokédex was not like even there, it would be way more implied that Hisoka is a problem more than Hypno
but
is.
then you would say if Gon wouldn't exist, Hisoka wouldn't be the person he like. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, there's
Well then,
there's a chain reaction or there's a cause
well
and
then,
effect.
yeah,
there it is.
But
There it
Hypno
is.
exists for the sake of existing. Hisoka is
yeah,
existing because of God.
yeah. Like, Hisoka is only
Hey, dude,
like,
Hypno
I
gotta
guess
eat.
you.
Hypno gotta put food on the table, right? I'm
It doesn't
sorry,
necessarily have to be children.
it doesn't. But it seems like
But
he's
it
got it
is.
down to a fucking like a science over here.
Science.
He's basically he's the it of Pokemon.
Oh God.
I don't know.
Just
I
saying.
don't know, man.
I'd much
I don't
rather him.
know.
I'd much rather Hypno be the it of Pokemon than fucking Mr. Mime. So
There's also a spoopy area in Pokemon What's it called? The Sinnoh region. There's a bunch of them actually.
Is that the one where the hypno is actually hypnotizing that kid?
No, well that isn't that in Crystal or something like that?
I think it
I
might be in
think so.
Crystal, yeah.
Yeah, no, but in Sinnoh, if you go to like I forget what forest it is, and you go all the way to the back, there's a mansion, an abandoned mansion, and because you know how like Pokemon started implementing like time zones and all that stuff in
Yeah.
Pokemon, if you go at a certain time in the abandoned mansion, there's ghosts in there actually, and you get like mini cutscenes where like when you walk into the apartment or to the mansion, there's like two ghosts sitting on top of like the big table that's there, and they just casually float away.
Okay.
And if you go to another room, there's a ghost casually sitting in another room that you can see, and it walks out. And if you try to follow it, you just won't find it anymore.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
It's in the same. Yeah, that's in the same area where you catch Rotom.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a lot of like creepy Pokemon shit. That's for sure. People have like really dug into it.
Yeah.
But those are the creepy pastas for today. That's what we got. Sorry, it took for a long time for me to read that. That was not 10 minutes of reading. That was a lot longer than that.
That was
they fucked me on that.
Sure did.
So
harder than hitting the fuck that kid.
Actual. Hey, rough. No, because you can't even say it. Motherfucker was naked. There's no need for that.
He was.
There's no need for that.
So it's super weird that it's written like that because it literally says after that there's bones and clothing, like
that's
everywhere else. You know what I mean? Where it's like these kids would have just died of like starvation or whatever the fuck it is. You know what I mean? So it's kind of weird that they added that point for this one kid. That was like a weird stretch.
What? Hey, was it a stretch though?
Yeah, 100%.
Considering, you know, he's a child abductor.
He is a child abductor. He's also a Pokemon.
Oh no!
Oh no!
What?
No defense.
No defense. So I'd just fuck me up, fam.
Like I don't know what like. Goddamn, Cheezo. Like.
Hey, dude, Pokemon, all Pokemon do weird shit. It's not like fucking Ghost and Psychic Pokemon are like free from the fact that they do weird shit, right?
I mean, I hate to say that he's technically not wrong, but he's technically not wrong.
Let's move on to this. We'll talk about this again. I'm 100% sure. So the last thing that we were going to talk about today is something that has become some weird fucking Netflix phenomenon. I get it. I get it, but I'm just like straight to jail. So we're gonna talk about Squid Game,
the Squidward game,
the Squidward games. We all three of us have watched it. This is a spoiler warning for anybody who hasn't finished it or hasn't started watching it.
Bro, homie, damn.
It hit me right in the feels. I will say that if you do start this,
I did not finish it.
9, you will not
kittens.
stop.
Thank you for stopping by, kittens.
Yeah, bye, kittens.
Damn.
Slightly judging you.
Okay, so before I watched this movie or this show, I had already watched things like, you know, fucking Battle Royale and fucking shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've already seen like a type of this thing, and I wasn't sure what I was gonna see when I saw this game. Or yeah, I guess so. Oh, wait up! One last thing. Thundermouse had something to say on our last thing. On the topic of death, did you know that there is a sire that tracks deaths caused by sight that tracks deaths caused by Pokemon Go? That's fucking crazy.
That's dark.
That's dark as fuck. Sorry, Mouse. I would have gotten to you earlier. I was reading the thing and I lost track.
People be dying for Pokemon?
Yeah, dude. People getting run over for Pokemon Go.
They're also getting abducted, but you know.
Yeah, that's a separate thing.
Yeah, that's a whole conversation we could literally have.
Yeah. Okay. So, Squid Games. Everybody was telling me about it basically, and I was like, oh, okay, so it's like Battle Royale. And then I watched this. I'm like, oh, it's not like Battle Royale. It's on a much less scale, like a smaller scale, and for like kind of a dumber reason.
It's such a fucked up reason. Like you say dumb, but I see it.
Well, no, in comparison to Battle Royale.
Battle Royale's more dark than Squid Games, if we're
Yeah.
being 100%
Yeah.
totally
I've never
honest.
seen Battle Royale.
Yeah,
so-
exactly. So that's why that's the perspective I'm coming from. So
So,
Yeah.
so Battle Royale, Angel, basically in the future, there's an overpopulation problem. So in order for you to graduate from middle school into high school, you're literally sent to an island where you fight all your classmates, and whoever survives the next day literally
the-
graduates.
Okay, so okay, that makes sense. But like to me, it's like I like going into the premise of it. It's like rich people exploiting the poor. You know what I mean? It's
I
like
mean, to be fair, that's not too far fetched of it
of
happening.
what's going on in
yeah,
life.
but like
you know?
obviously, it's like it's not to the point where we have to kill each other.
If
You know what
Okay,
I mean?
I 100%
yeah,
agree.
I wanna watch Alice in Borderlands at some point.
I 100% recommend it. It's
Okay.
Japanese. It's great. It's perfect.
Okay.
So like my point is like imagine being so down atrocious.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is that they're kind of lured into it too, in a sense, because they're not told to the full extent what's gonna happen.
Okay, I
Well,
get
kind
you.
of.
I get where you're coming
Yeah.
from. They were led there under false pretenses, and not that they were gonna be risking their lives to win
Yeah.
this money.
Right.
Essentially, it's like imagine you're like this much in debt, like said number, you know, it's like
Yeah.
and some random dude on the train. I mean, it's just a random dude on the train. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
random dude's like, hey, I will play you a game, and for every time you win this much money.
Yeah.
And then it's like, cool, I don't have the money, and he's just like, well, I can just slap you.
Right.
Yeah. So point is, it's like that pretense. It's like you can like what we just did right here is something we're gonna do.
But here's
And
the thing. I agree with Mrs. Chizo.
Yeah, I
She
was
she
saying the same
literally
thing.
said they decided to return after they forced the majority vote to not do the game.
So they knew the rules, but they went back anyways.
No, yeah. No, like the after the first part, I'm like, you guys are fucking dummies, you know.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's like just imagine. So say like the vote didn't happen, and it's like people were luring in like people to play these fucked up games under the false pretense that you might not be poor anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like it's that part.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I totally get that. And that comes with being down bad, you know?
Yeah, bro, it's
Financially.
great, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um
I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed the fuck out of that
yeah.
storyline.
I think it was cool. It was definitely like it's got that Black Mirror vibe too, where it's like this is life or this is what it will become because of how things are now type of shit, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was neat. It was a neat show. There was a lot of parts where I was just like that didn't need to be there. But I feel like a problem with the show in general is that they had all this YouTube money or they had all this Netflix money and they really didn't flesh out the characters more than they could have, which I thought would have been really really cool.
I mean, they did flesh out the main character, the one that we're really focused on, right
Yeah.
from the very beginning.
For
Yeah,
main,
but
main
there's
character aspects.
Mhm.
But you have to realize, like later, does it matter?
yeah,
It doesn't. It
yes,
really doesn't.
It doesn't, right?
it definitely
Because,
does.
because if you take a look at one of them, right, they just gave you the backstory of him like taking his client's money and just embezzling it, and he
Mhm.
lost it all.
Right.
Like, what more do you need? He's just a piece of shit.
Yeah, and then you have like the other one who like whose parents actually got killed in front of her and all that stuff.
Right.
But but how
Mhm.
long did that character live? You know what I mean? It's
Yeah, like for the most part, unless you're gonna be really invested in these characters, like they invested us, like they gave us just enough backstory to invest in certain characters.
But that's the problem. That's what I'm saying. Like with this Netflix money, this is a series that could have gone on for like 5 more episodes, right? We could have got like a more polished, fleshed out thing.
But how like to me it's like how would you go 5 more episodes without making it seem like a drag?
Yeah, because if you give us too much backstory or too much into the rest of them, like it's just like now you're just convoluting everything. Because that's
Yeah.
why they did that at the beginning of the show. They were like, "All right, so why should we trust you?" And then they're like, "You're this million much in debt, and you do this, and you've done this." And it's
Right.
like, "All right, cool." It's all the same backstory of everybody going, "You're down on your luck. You're here because this is your last fucking resort."
Right.
They give you the minor focus on the characters that mean something.
Right.
Yeah, because
The plot.
at this point they're in a death game.
Mhm.
Regardless of who they are as a character, it's either them or others. It's live or die. That's
Right.
it. That's
Yeah.
all you fucking need.
Yeah, essentially.
Right.
So it's like to me, it's like the way I see it is like they give you enough to either decide to build that emotional attachment or be like, all right, cool, it's a good thing this meathead's in this game. You know, it's like he's probably gonna
Like
die.
they
Right.
did just enough where I was invested in certain characters where I was like, you need to fucking die. Like last episode, you need to fucking die.
Right.
And there were some where it's like I don't want him to die, but it's fucking inevitable.
Right.
Yeah.
The reason why
So
I say that though is because of like the last two episodes. I'll say, well, the last episode in general. You know what I mean? Where it's like the main character has had all these experiences with these people. You know what I mean? And they
mhm.
show like a very short form version of like him applying like his promises to what, like, you know, to the
The
families
people.
and the people. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, maybe if they added a little bit more to it, they could have like used that to jump off or to platform into like a better ending for that
I
season
don't
one.
I
I
don't think
don't.
so, because
Yeah.
the main character, his arc is done, no matter how you look at it, because
Mhm.
he doesn't have the smarts or anything to really do what he intends to try to do.
Right.
He only has the money, which they can kind of de facto control because they gave it to him.
Right.
So
So
the way I see it is like they do it in a way where it's like they knew how much traction they were gonna get.
Mhm.
So they want people to be like, damn, I'm excited for this new season 2 to come out. You know, it's like I can't wait to see the dismantling of this fucking thing. You know, it's like
Yeah.
yeah, because if they do a season 2, they have to focus on how it was built, like
Yeah.
the first game that ever happened,
Yeah.
and like how the front man became the front man, because we now know
That
yeah.
he
that
yeah,
he was a
because
survivor.
he was a survivor and now he's like part of it.
Yeah.
So the way I see this, like it does a good job of being like, holy shit, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But what happens next? You
Right.
know, like
Yeah.
because it throws you for a loop and it gives you that fucking like plot twist where it's like if you watch the game, like if you watch it enough, you're like, oh, this would make sense, right?
Yeah.
Like why every character that was in the movie gets like you see them die, right? Except this specific character.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know
That
what I
one threw
mean?
me off because I paid attention to that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it was
It's
so
like,
completely intentional for you to hear the bang but not see him die.
yeah,
Right.
and they covered the vantage points in a way where it's like you think you could see him die, but you really don't.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So essentially, it's like to me, the way it was recorded, the way it was like thought out, it was very well done. Like
Mhm.
you,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's like that
Yeah.
magic trick where it's like, what is it? Like they make
Hide in
you
plain
look at,
sight.
yeah, like they
Yeah.
do something up here so that you won't see what's happening
What's
back here.
happening? Yeah. Yeah. I
And
mean,
I love that.
yeah. I get it, and I get why it's so like critically acclaimed. It's just for me personally, I would have liked just a little bit more. That's just me.
But
Okay.
And then season two, whenever the fuck it comes out. You know what I mean?
So,
but it's
fun
like,
fact about that: season 2 hasn't been officially written at all because the creator was like, "I only planned this far out,"
Yeah.
mhm.
and he said that if he were to do a season 2, it would be more focused on the law enforcement aspect of it. So, like the Korean police.
Yeah. Which would be cool. You know?
Yeah, and it's like it comes to the place where it's like you see like the what is it like the dark to me it gave me like dark web vibes and all that stuff when like you start seeing
Oh,
the
dude,
the VIPs.
can we
You
talk
know what
about dark web shit like at some point?
I'm down.
Oh, I'd love to.
I'm down.
But you know what you mean? You like you know what I mean? Where it's like you start seeing the VIPs, and when you hear like dark web shit, it's like only the elite of the elite are the ones like bargaining or like
Mm-hmm.
gambling all this
Yeah.
shit. You know,
Yeah.
it's like you start seeing the animal fit like animal masks and all that stuff, and they're
Right.
like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's like
Mhm.
I thought that was a really cool rendition of it.
Yeah, that's
Oh
really
yeah.
dope. And it
Um.
was it had like a lot of like Grecian storytelling, like
Mhm.
how it's like the dude was like he didn't care. He was just like fucking um almost like this hedonist where he didn't really he like oh once he got bored with one thing he like straight up and did like another one of his desires when he took
Mhm.
the police officer into the room and all that stuff. And
Mhm.
I thought it was pretty cool because it's like it does like there is shit like that that would make sense where if you're like so rich and you're so powerful it's just like you just care about like the impulse desire you have at that time,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And it's just
Mhm.
like that's how scumbaggy like the elite are.
Like they no
Yeah.
longer care about the societal like norms and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Like they only
They're just
care
like,
about
fuck it.
themselves and like trying something new. You know, it's like
Um. Tony Two Tep says thought the cop arc was a letdown. I actually didn't think it was a letdown. I thought he was playing Among Us while everybody else was playing the Squid Games.
Yeah.
Because
He was playing Unfortunate Spaceman. That's what he was
he was
playing.
he was a
um,
little sussy baka.
A
he was
little
a
bit.
sussy baka, and
Yeah.
Mrs. Chizo says that I feel like he's alive. Honestly, I don't know. I feel like they left that open ended on purpose.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you're the front man, and you want to make sure that no secrets leave that place. You want to make sure that the fucker's dead.
But that's your brother too. If you're the front man, that's your and you could tell like there was a point where he was
He
like, "Man, I
hesitated.
gotta do this. I don't want to do this, but I have to do it." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like it's very possible, especially with the way things are written
Also,
these days.
fuck the Pride of Korea, or whoever that fucker was, because he played my guy Ollie. Dude,
Yeah,
made me so sad.
yeah.
Yo, Ollie.
Danya said she cried at that point, and
Yeah,
she did.
dude.
She did actually.
As soon as Ollie said "fuck it," I'm gonna trust you. I was like, "No, you're dead. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
you're dead."
It was like embezzlement part 2, bro, because that's
Yeah.
literally what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the moment you learn of how like they created their crimes and how they were that says everything about that person.
And it sucks because no, go ahead.
Because look at the main character, like he doesn't like fucking with people. Like he just doesn't want to hurt people to get what he needs to.
Yeah.
Like he means well. Like he tried to be there for his daughter despite him being a degenerate gambler.
Mm-hmm.
But look at everybody else. They don't give
Dude,
a fuck as long as they make money.
That scene fucked me up at the end, bro.
Oh, where he was
When
just
when
like,
he goes,
"Nah, I'm gonna fuck up the organization instead of going to America for my girl."
no,
No.
like, I'm home, mother.
Yeah.
Oh, that shit fucked me.
Yeah.
He did all that shit, survived all that shit to do what he said he wanted to do, and he was gonna do it, and
Yeah.
then rip
He
your
comes
heart out.
home.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like
But
it just breaks your fucking heart, bro.
it just you knew it was gonna happen too. Like even though you knew it was coming, it still hurt.
Yeah, because you would think
Still
that he had
sucked.
extra time. Like at least like she would be grave and she would see his son like actually pulling all the
Because
stops. Nope, they were like, nope.
they were really like on top of saying, yeah, she's got to get the surgery like right now.
Yesterday, yeah.
And I was gonna say, and it sucks too with the Ali thing because it seemed like he was the only person that was there, not because of his like selfishness.
Literally,
He was literally
family.
he was literally only there as part of circumstance of like poverty.
Yeah.
And he got fucked by his freaking like his boss at the time,
Employer.
his employer, and he had to get like that situated, and he like barely got enough money to have his family like shipped away, basically, and then go back into the freaking into the game. That's the shittiest part about Ali. And the writer knew what they were doing when they were like, we're gonna make the one innocent guy get fucked the hardest.
But no lube.
Yeah. That was rough.
Also,
the old man fucked me up in that episode too. Because he was just like, you feel comfortable tricking your friend?
Oh yeah.
I was just like, fuck.
So
that was part of his mind games too.
Yeah.
So crazy.
So talking about the old man, I was telling Danya that like when we were watching it, I was like, oh dude, this old man is like too fucking like happy and giddy, about being part of this thing. You know what I mean?
Well, when you hear like
his backstory,
when you hear his initial reason of why he's doing it, it's like because he's old, and he doesn't like he wants if he goes, he wants it to be something eventful. He doesn't want to just wither away and die.
Yeah, he just wants to be in control of his own destiny, kind of.
Yeah, so to me, it's like that makes sense. Why?
But people are literally still dying around him though.
He doesn't give a fuck because he's gonna die himself.
Yeah, like
it's how are you gonna be compassionate about other human beings in the same situation that you're in? They literally stated like if you don't win, you will be eliminated, and you've seen it happen.
Yeah, it's like Duck says he's way too happy during red light, green light. But the thing is, like, you have to remember these are children games. Like, it's like for him, it's like this is fun.
I love that dissection that he did where he was like, no, this is all we needed back in the day to have actual fun. And then you see like the girls, like the little girl, the younger girls that end up joining them for tug of war, and they're like, man, these boomers used to play this shit. I was just good with not doing this. I don't even know these fucking games.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, so it was kind of a nice take. Like you see the older gentleman like representing like his height of the golden age and him having to share that versus everybody else going like, oh shit, we barely play these just for shits and giggles, and now we're gonna fucking die.
Right. And minus the part with the sugar, the hardened sugar, it seemed like the old man had like a plan for everything. You know what I mean?
It
seemed like he had a plan for every single thing that happened. He was the fucking jigsaw killer, like laying on the floor bleeding. But and then walking away from that fucking like bathroom.
But here's the thing. This is the one thing I did appreciate because they went through great lengths to explain this, especially when they did that little side plot and they wrapped it up. They're like, we want to ensure that this game is as neutral and as fair to
as
everyone as possible.
Yeah.
So I'm
Except
pretty
it
sure that
wasn't.
he win. No. I'm pretty sure that old man wasn't void of the rules. He just knew how to play because he's a master technically.
I don't know. I don't
But
know
the thing is,
about
I
that.
feel like he felt protected the entire time,
Yeah.
regardless of
Well,
what was happening.
because look at the tug of war game. There was no way he was going to live through that. He told them exactly what he did as a kid to make sure that they won.
Yeah. And they
But
did
that's the
it,
thing,
and they
like
won.
that was a strat, yeah, and they won. But the way I see it is like he knew what games he had to take serious and what games he didn't have to take
And you
serious.
also have to think about how many times has he seen these games in his lifetime.
That's true.
This thing has been a thing that's been going on for like years, dude. How many times has he seen these games played that he can like figure out how to win every single one of them?
Yeah, that's entirely true.
Right?
Yeah, he's seen that shit. He's
played
been a witness to all that shit.
He's probably the one who wrote the fucking like schedule, bro.
He's just like, you're gonna get yeeted through this, you're gonna get yeeted through that. I will say that I felt like the 8th episode was more filler than it was actual episode.
The whole eating and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I think it was used like I think it was a failed attempt as to setting the tone of what's gonna happen.
Sure.
Because we already knew that's what was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like,
But it's like in a more serious tone. You know what I mean? It's like, oh
Yeah.
shit, you're finally getting to like the home stretch and all that stuff.
Yeah, because they never. I will say that they never stipulated in the rules that only one person has to live, which I thought was a little weird. But they were kind of implying it by the end, because they were like, "Nah, no one else gets to live. It's just one person."
Yeah.
And then they give a
Well,
knife
I mean, they do
to every
say that
person.
like for every other person that's dead, 100, you know, until we get to a certain point or some shit like that, which would be
Yeah.
like the end, you know.
Okay, but here's the thing: waste the fucking sacrifice for that other lady. You know,
Yeah.
the one that was in the marble game where you meet her and all that stuff.
God
She's like, thanks
damn.
for playing. She's like, thanks for playing with me and all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was a waste of like a sacrifice.
Nah,
Yeah.
not
Because
necessarily.
if you look at episode like what
It
is
was
it, 8 and 9?
uh-huh.
Like how much of a waste was it? Because like how quickly did the other person get off?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
okay,
mean?
that's fair.
Yeah.
Because they gave us time to invest in everybody else.
That was their way in letting you invest in like the girl from North Korea, which is like apparently like a really big cultural thing where
Mhm.
like if you're from North Korea, nobody's supposed to like you because you're like the super outcast. And then these two people found each other from both sides of Korea and like had joined together and became friends and shit like that. And that was like a big cultural point for like if you know for people who are like Korean watching the show. It was for them. It wasn't for us. It was for them.
Yeah. Also, the fucking what is it? The main character, he had such bad RNG. He would not be in this film if he did not have that bad RNG.
Yeah.
Like he won a shitload of money off of like gambling on horses and all that shit, but then he got yoinked. Like,
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, he still would have been in that situation regardless, because he owed almost triple of what he got at the track.
Yeah.
But it's essentially saying like his whole life was just RNG. You
Like
know, like
really shitty bad choices.
I
Like
feel
you hear about his
Tony,
backstory, and you're
Tony
just like, "Bro."
says I feel like we don't mention the bad guy enough. He was dope. And see, that's another thing I wanted to talk about too, which is great that he brought it up. I was talking to Danya about it too. I'm like, without that guy, they wouldn't have made it there. Like they would never have fucking made it to like the last spot.
oh
if
yeah,
it wasn't for that guy.
Oh, Sangwoo?
Yeah, Songwoo.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. He had that ruthlessness and callous that people needed to be on the team. He was just like, no, we need to pick all men, or hey, we need to do all this, or we need to do that. And it's just like, fuck.
Yeah.
The
Well, I
skipping
mean,
stone game was the most intense one, in my opinion.
yeah, that one was rad. I liked it.
Yeah,
It was apparently
couldn't-
the least liked one in like a rank. It was the least liked one.
Oh, dude, that's horrible.
that older lady, I found her fucking annoying. Like,
Yeah, I felt like she had like a personality disorder or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was just like, bro, just shut your mouth, just stop.
I feel
Everyone
like
can speak.
exactly, bro.
I feel like that's an Asian thing. Cause this happened that this same like archetype is in JoJo's part 4. And Angel knows exactly who I'm talking about. Maybe
What's her name?
actually.
The girl that's obsessed with Koichi.
The girl that's obsessed with
that
Koichi.
one. Yeah. She bad though.
Yeah.
I mean, she settled down for him, so
there you go.
And not to mention that any girl that bitched at Joseph or Jotaro was basically the same thing, and all Jotaro had to do was like shut the fuck up.
Bitch. Like, so you
Move,
forget
bitch.
the bitch part.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
you have to remember the bitch part.
Yeah.
yeah, I know.
It's a core integral part of his character development.
Yeah, he's a skeleton without that.
Yeah. He's a skeleton. There's no meat.
Yeah. But point is, it's like Squid Games. It's such a fucked up thing, you know. It's like there is like very like interesting things, like games where you think wouldn't be dangerous until Squid Game said, you know what, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like these games can kill you. You know what I mean?
All right, next week, red light, green light, here live on fucking Cheezy Talks.
Shit.
Bro, like it's so crazy. It's like all of them were getting sniped. The doctor's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
The doctor's a straight up fucking moron.
Yeah.
Like for colluding with the worst people in the world, bro.
I wish they would have like went into that a little bit more too. It like the like fucking organ trade. They were just like, oh okay, well that's happening. Anyways, the next game is
the front man was like, I like how the front man was like, look, I don't give a fuck if you harvest them or you fucking eat them. Just don't fucking cheat the rules of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tony has a good point. It's like she was written like that, so therefore, in my opinion, if characters are playing the role and they make me hate them, they're good actors.
They're good actors.
That's true.
They're fucking great
true.
actors.
That's true.
They're
just like I hate that tattooed motherfucker, the one that she took him out with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they played their roles, you know?
Yeah, they did really well. And
man.
Yeah, man, it was weird. The
also rip to the man that beat his wife in marbles.
Yeah, that sucked, and then he hung himself, dude.
Yeah, Halloween costume, dude. That's gonna be at every Halloween party.
Yeah,
for the next 2 years.
Yeah. Everybody's gonna look like adult Gohan.
Yeah, I want to do the front man though.
Mm-hmm.
Like that dude had the most fly outfit the entire time. Like the fucking gray jacket, the fucking gray fucking pants, and the fucking mask.
It was like Korean Neo. It was rad.
Yeah, I loved it.
But like, what is it? Like my favorite parts were like when they were happy, even though they were like fucking, they knew what was gonna happen next.
Yeah.
They did that old man that knew about class so dirty.
I know, dude.
Where they turned off the lights because they didn't want him to see the refraction of the light. And
yeah, because he figured it out.
I will say that I was trying to do the same shit. I was like, can you tell the difference between tempered glass and
you can.
regular glass?
100%.
And then they were like, how did you miss that in the file? And I was just like, oh, fuck. Yeah. And then it sucked that they did it on the last set.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that I feel like that played out really well, where it was like it was really against the clock, and then like action had to be taken.
Fucking Tony says you should dress up as a sugar, giant cookie or whatever you on your head. So you want me to be fucking SpongeBob's mom?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. I mean, I'm down.
Okay. But I will say, out of 10, I will give that show an 8.5, almost 9 out of 10. Simply because they started kind of like trying to get you to emotionally invest in the main character, and then they just throw you into the shit, and then they have a filler episode kind of in the second one, just to kind of be like, hey, you guys are in society again. Nah, we got to go back, and then it's nonstop from there.
Yeah. I do want to say, like, Korean. It's Korean, right? It's not Chinese.
Yeah, it's Korean.
Yeah. So Korean television shows have the very necessity, like how we were talking about it earlier, I mean, like to go very Korean soap opera.
Yeah.
Very like cheesy towards the end, because like that whole tangent that the old man was having while he was on his deathbed, saying like, "Oh, the world doesn't care about like this,
like the goodness and humanity or whatever."
And they were like, "Look at that man sitting outside. That poor man is about to die, and blah blah blah. And nobody cares." And all of a sudden, the police comes like, "You see, someone cares."
And then the dude just fucking dies in a Korean drama. Like,
I was like, dude, that's so corny for me. Like,
yeah.
I would have much rather the old man die looking like a villain.
Yeah.
Than him coming out with that that corny ass shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's,
you know what? I agree.
That's another thing where it's like some shit should have been taken out and replaced with like other other closing points, you know?
Yeah, at the end of the day, it was like I would be like, damn, we got fucking played.
Yeah.
You know, it's like how like
because when I saw that card that they gave him, and he was just like oh yeah, your best friend or whatever the fuck that term was, Gongbu. And I was just like, no fucking way is it. I mean, we kind of knew he was alive just based on contextual clues.
Yeah, exactly.
And when you see him on his deathbed, it's just like by himself on that floor, and you're just like, oh shit, some evil shit's gonna happen, and then nope.
So
Mhm.
if okay, so if this happened, it would have been a 10 out of 10. If that scene never happened, but instead the old man was in the fucking subway on the train looking back at the guy at the winner
Mhm.
as it was going away, like after they see the guy who did the the fucking whatever the fuck it's called, I can't remember, the red and blue game.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then
Where you just
it
have to
kept
shoot
they
at it.
kept the train going, and then the old man was in the train. I'd have been like 10 out of 10, best show I've ever seen. That would have been
Yeah,
way
but
cooler than fucking what
Well,
they did.
I didn't see that coming because he did say that his tumor was basically like growing,
Yeah.
mhm.
and he was suffering through dementia and shit, and it did show as the show was going. So you can't really tell if the senile part of episode 6 with the marbles was like on purpose
Denial.
or because of him.
Right.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. But like the way I say it is like they like wrote it so well where you just don't expect that old man to be that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
Yeah, it was like
I
it's like a
was
sleight of
saying
hand.
I was saying that shit too. I was saying that shit to Danya as soon as I saw the fucking card. I was like, "Oh, this is it. This is the old man." You know?
Well, yeah. Well, once you read the Gambu thing,
Not before Gambu even showed up. Once I saw this fucking card again, I was like, "Oh, it's the old man for sure." Because they didn't show him
okay.
die. And he like
Well,
they didn't show him die, and nothing, there was no, like, everybody had that closure where they died. Every single person.
Yeah, that's true.
They and the next episode after he got shot, they didn't show him. They only showed Ali. He was the only person that they showed at the beginning of that
No,
episode when they try.
and
Uh,
and the girl.
well,
yeah,
and
and
the
the
girl,
girl.
whatever, you know.
Damn, he had a fucking bullet straight through the whole of his head,
But I
bro.
mean, they only showed the people that for sure were dead,
Yeah.
right?
So essentially, it's like they allude to it in the point like that, but they it's like you still wouldn't expect him to be like the mastermind. You know, it's like you still wouldn't
Yeah.
like once like I said, it's like like my perfect ending would be like him just saying
Oh
like
boy.
you got like it's like what are you gonna do about it now? You know, it's like there's nothing you can do. I'm dying already. I
Yeah.
fulfilled what I wanted
And
to
he
do.
won. There's no way he
Yeah.
lost. Like,
No,
what are
he
Yeah.
won at the end.
what are you even talking about, dude? He won.
But but the
Like
thing is like it gets drowned out by that
That
corniness.
corny ass shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Kind
I
of
also
also
want to
want to
see
see and
an
old
old
man
man.
get
God damn
shot.
it.
Oh. Oh.
Did you miss the word don't? Or
Did you miss the word that? Oh,
and
okay.
yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, so to me it's like that part kind of overshadowed the whole like tone of it.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
he was basically Thanos, you know?
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can agree.
Yeah.
Because it's
Um,
like how about we get rid of most of the poor population in Korea?
See, another thing too is, if this has been happening for X amount of years, how is there like no documentation of like people going missing? How are like some families not like, yo, what the fuck happened to my aunt, uncle, sister,
Because
brother?
well, look at it
the-
from this perspective. They're all degenerate
That
gamblers
doesn't
who
matter.
just
They're still like gone.
no, dude. Even the mom didn't make
People
no, no,
are
no.
missing.
You don't understand. Even the main dude's mom didn't bother to be like, "Oh, he's missing." Just she thought that he was just fucking around doing
Well,
something else.
that was
because
one
it
day.
would because it
No, he
wouldn't
was gone
'cause
for more than one
He was
day.
gone for like a day, 2 days
No,
maybe.
go review it. He was gone for almost half a week.
yeah, so point is like the way I see it is like if you know your degen son is a degen and you know what route he's taking and you
Yeah.
know that one day he's gonna end up homeless,
Mhm.
you know, like the worst case scenario, and you're an old lady, you can't do anything about that anymore. You know what I
Sure.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like what are you gonna do?
But it's not just one old lady. It's literally 455 other people's like
But
acquaintances, if that.
but you have to like what like you know what I mean? It's like that one lady, what is it though? The one they would call the commie.
Yeah,
You know, it's like she didn't have friends, she didn't have anything, she only had that kid.
she only
And
had the
that's
kid, and even the kid would be
but
like, "Hey, where the fuck did my sister go?"
yeah, but they can't do anything about it because he's just a foster child at the point.
Mm-hmm. Like
Mhm.
no one cares. He's just a ward of the state.
They could
Sure,
just be like, oh, like how many foster like it's sad to say, but it's like in the system, a lot of foster children get abandoned, bro. Like
sure,
they'll have this person looking after them, and all of a sudden they're just not going anymore.
sure.
And
Uh,
what like the foster system is just gonna be like, oh well, you know, like we
sure.
can't do anything
Well,
about this.
let's say this. Let's say Sung Woo. someone who is like basically a treasure of the fucking of the state that they live in just went missing all of a sudden.
Well,
Someone who actually has like credentials and shit. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but at this point, he's a wanted criminal, so he has a point to never return, and
Even
his
more
mom
so
knows.
though.
But
it would make sense for them to be like, oh, he's missing. We're never gonna find them. Let's just have a wanted poster just in case somebody finds him.
because he's just wanted for blue collared crimes. It's not like he murdered someone or did enough to be on the national like, yo, where the fuck
Let's
is
be
this guy?
fair. Let's be fair. Blue collared crimes are like almost a million times worse in some cases.
Oh no, definitely. No, 100%.
But even then, there's
Because
like
plot,
there's a paper
exactly.
trail to that, and it's like I feel like this has been happening for years. And like let's forget for a second it's just this one set of 456 people. This has been going on for years. Years. Let's say even 20 years. Wouldn't that doesn't that seem weird?
And Rami and what's it called, Andrew wanted. But that's the thing. It's like the way he explains it makes sense. It's like these are like, how do I say it? These are just like statistics. The most poorest and like fucked up people in the world that are probably gonna end up homeless if they keep like, you know what I mean? It's
Right.
like the blue collar, well, like the what's it called? The guy that embezzlement. He
Yeah.
goes to jail. He's gonna come back homeless. You know, it's like where are they gonna want him?
Right.
Yeah.
The main character, he can't even support himself, bro. The fucking Gmail was like the mom was working for him, kind of thing. You know, he was
Yeah.
gambling his life away.
Yeah.
The one with no parents, what's it called? The one that was trying to get the foster child, like she couldn't do anything because like she was on this vendetta of stealing stuff and like, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
all
and
that
she didn't want to
shit.
get him involved. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
Point is, it's like everybody had something that if they didn't, what's it called, do anything, they would just be another statistic. Like, oh, we finally found this body dead here.
Right.
You know, it's like
And
that's the way I see it.
Tony and Dania make good points where it's like they pick people strategically. I'm sure they've done this long enough to know who won't be searched for or missed. Sure,
Yeah,
but what about like the beginning stages of this? Then it becomes like an annual thing. Hey, these people are going missing. It's not like something that goes fucking like
but
away from like the
if you
police
notice,
where people just like every year are missing and shit. You know what I
yeah, but
mean?
it's like if you listen to like the tone of it, it's like you got all the higher ups from like from every part of the world. You know, it's like you have the
Yeah.
richest person from like they have leverage. You know,
Sure.
it's like if they want something to not be noticed, they'll just invest in that part
Sure.
not being noticed. You know what I mean? It's like
yeah.
they're essentially it's a reason I would assume is why they're called the VIPs and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because they got money
They got
to the
yeah.
point. Yeah.
And then well earlier somebody was saying that season 2 was gonna like be more of like the police, like more on their perspective. And I'm
Yeah.
like, that's where I'm trying to get at. I'm like, if that's the case, maybe that'll be like something that just turns up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, because
Because it's like it has,
while there was like this many things that happened, there was also this many winners. And
mm-hmm,
it seems like from what we know, only one of those winners went back and like is doing stuff for them. From what we
mm-hmm,
know, you know what I mean?
mm-hmm,
So that's
mm-hmm.
like another plot point where they're like, what happened to the other winners? Did they just forget about it? Did it just oh fuck it, you know, whatever? Or are they also dead or what? You know, that's just something
Yeah, I
that I
mean,
think would be cool to like look into.
but that's the thing. It's like I would see it as like, fuck, I survived this thing. I would never want to do this ever in my life again. You know, like essentially that's what it would happen. Like, say I was placing this and I somehow win it. You know, it's like I have all the like this crazy amount of money in my bank account. You know
Yeah.
what I'm not gonna do? Go back.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Plus, they
Like,
also you see that they also carefully monitor their winners.
Yeah, because they're like, you just get into plane, dude. Just get into plane. You don't want this.
essentially, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you guys think viewers actually cared about the games for next season? That is.
Uh,
Hmm.
huh.
To see season 2 highlight one of the VIP Squid Games doesn't
Well,
type of
doesn't
game in
each
the
person
region.
do their own type of game in their region? Maybe. That'd be
Yeah,
cool
that'd
to
be
see
That
nice.
would
that.
be pretty cool.
Tony says one thing I felt they glossed over was the workers were really young.
Oh
Which, yeah,
yeah, that was something different. Yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, yeah, I think what I want to see in the second season, if they do, like I said, like the foundation of the event,
yeah,
like how they employ their people, how they fucking, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like how do you pick the employees that are the people in the pink suits?
Well,
Like,
remember like when they chose like the whole like blue square, red square kind of thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What if that was like similar to like decision
That'd
making?
be interesting. If you
Uh-huh.
decided to choose like red, you like, oh, you go with them to like, oh, you're this kind of
Yeah.
person, huh?
It's like
Maybe
now you are gonna kill people
some
instead of being the
Morpheus
person.
shit. Take the red pill
Yeah.
or the blue pill.
Yeah.
I've heard that theory. Yeah, I mean it makes sense. It would make
Yeah.
sense in my head.
I mean, I can see that.
Like they're paying off their debt by serving the games. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Huh. I could see that.
That's why some of them are trying to like get even more money by doing this whole fucking like
Yeah.
thing.
And then that whole plot of like the dark market and all that stuff, like the black market of like people buying organs and all that stuff, like
Yeah.
I feel like it ties into the whole like theory of like if nobody's reported missing is because of these motherfuckers. You know, it's like these
Mhm.
rich ass people that control shit,
Right.
like the leverage they hold.
Sure.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Because like even the police were looking for that embezzlement guy. Remember, like they went to like the mom's like
Yeah.
squid shop and all that stuff.
Oh, you've heard a theory about the old man being the main dude's dad? Honestly,
Yeah.
no.
I don't think so.
No, I think that's just convoluted. That's why I don't like to listen to a lot of theory shits because there's a lot of people just reaching.
Yeah.
Like,
Would be
especially
rich.
since there's not a lot of explored like lore outside of like the personal life. Because from our assumption, because of Gihun's mom being old, we can assume that his dad is technically dead.
Technically.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah, possibly, but we don't know.
Yeah.
It's like if the old man was the head of it, like who was the head of it before him, or like who was
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
people that were involved. You know,
Yeah.
it's like
I mean, it seems like the way he was talking that it's that like they started like, him and like another group of people started it.
and it's crazy to me. It's like we did this because we were bored
Yeah.
and we wanted to find
Legit.
meaning in life. And I was like, holy fuck,
That's some villain shit.
yeah. And it's like
Legitimately.
that's what I'm saying. It's like it goes from like him just being like I would call it a neutral evil.
Okay.
Or like an anti-hero because he's only doing things to benefit him, not for the malice of the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sure.
I get what you're saying. He's doing it for entertainment value without so much as contributing or fixing some of the world's problems with the fuck you money he has.
Yeah, it's like he's not doing it because he hates people. He's doing it because
'Cause
he
he's
wants,
bored.
and he's trying to give the people the sense of like I can do something with my life if I win this. You know?
Yeah. Oh, Danya said, "Oh yeah, she was telling me about this. She found a flaw in the show, and that was like the
The birthday?
birthday.
What
Uh,
birthday?
the birthday that the guy inputs into the
Vending
machine, the
to the
ATM
machine?
machine, I believe. In the
Oh
beginning,
no
the
no no no
pin
no.
is
This
Jihun B's birthday.
no, okay, so that's for his mom's. That's for his mom's debit card. He
Yeah.
gets thrown out with a new debit card under his name, and the PIN number is his player number.
No, not that at all. That's something
Oh,
she's talking about something completely different.
oh, then
Oh,
never
okay,
mind.
gotcha.
Yeah. Jeff Bezos goes to space because he's bored. Yeah, it's true. He does. He
Yeah,
does go to space.
legit.
He's a space
Yeah,
cowboy.
but the thing is, it's like that's it's like it's the same concept, it's just like different extremities. You know, it's like
Yeah.
Jeff
No, but
Space, but Jeff Bezos goes to space because he has the money, and they're not gonna tell him what to do with that fucking money. You know, it's like, and this old guy's gonna do whatever the fuck he wants with his money because he's somehow fucking filthy rich to the point where it's like a million times richer than what you think a rich person would be. You know, it's like,
Yup.
yeah, it's like it's so crazy to me. It's like if it would have ended with him saying I was bored, like him telling the guys like I was bored and I was finding a way to find pleasure. It's like One Punch Man where he's finding the strongest villain because he's already bored with himself and what's happening.
right.
So it's like if you see like in that concept and he would have just off like that, I would have been like, damn, this
Right.
guy's fucking crazy.
Right.
But then
Uh,
he went on to ended up saying like, people don't care about the poor and I don't know what,
right.
you know.
It's kind of anime-ish, kind of
Like
drama.
it kind of defeats the purpose of like him saying that he was doing it to find entertainment, you know?
I see what Danya means when he
Mhm.
stated his birthday at the beginning of the game and then at the end. Okay,
Yes,
okay,
Tony.
okay, that tracks.
Yeah, so it's like two different birthdays were like stated there, where it's like in the pin number at first it was supposed to be his birthday,
Hmm.
and that's what he knew it as. But at the end, when he calls to put in his like fucking reservation again, he says
Hmm.
October 31st instead of the other date.
Yeah, that would make sense. Like
Yeah.
they couldn't. It could just be like the whole mishap of what happened in the beginning is he was putting the wrong birthday in. Period.
Sure.
You know what I
Sure.
mean?
Yeah. Or he could, yeah, it could be like a nod to someone else's birthday that he just didn't want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like he only wins off of sheer like RNG. Like saying he was gonna do like one of the options because like it reminded him of his daughter or something like that.
Yeah.
And then like it somehow worked out for him. I was like, what the fuck?
Right.
Hey, you know
What
what?
kind of
Coincidence is a powerful thing.
yeah? And it's like, what kind of fucking like luck is that? You know, it's like
Plot armor,
Well, I
dude.
mean, I like how they flipped it on us though. He was lucky, and then he got unlucky because he got pickpocketed.
yeah,
Yeah.
So I was like, I was okay with it because he got pickpocketed. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
yeah. Because like if that's Hollywood, that's Hollywood. Like saying like,
Oh
Yeah.
oh, nice.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Um, I will say that Parasite is kind of in the same vein of how it's directed, and Train to Busan. I recommend those 100% to you guys.
For sure. Definitely things I've seen like on in the
Yeah,
ether.
yeah. But yeah, like to me, it's like the whole concept of it is so fucked up and like very like, damn, exploiting the poor for the rich's entertainment. You know,
Yeah.
it's like
That's real, dude.
essentially like yeah, it's like essentially that's what game shows are about.
Yeah.
But it's like game shows don't fucking kill people.
I mean, there's some game shows. So I know a game show MXC where those motherfuckers get hurt, dude. Like real hurt. Even like Wipeout and shit like that. You don't leave that shit. You don't leave that show. You don't leave that show like chill.
With
Like
Unscathed.
your back hurts or your fucking face is like bent in. You know.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
W. I agree, Tony. Like 100%.
Most
But yeah, like
definitely.
the how do I say it? Like the details that would happen, you know, it's like the calm before the storm where they started plotting and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Also, that fight that happened in like the sleep, I thought it was very unnecessary.
Oh, like the
The
culling.
big fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, the culling.
Yeah.
It was
I was
just.
I
like,
I was okay with it. I was okay with it. I just didn't need the strobe lights and all the chaos.
I didn't need to
Yeah,
see
that put
watching
me
this
in
movie.
a weird spot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what
seizure
else?
warning for fucking episode
Yeah.
5 or something, 4
No,
or
no, it's
5.
episode 4. I think it's
Yeah.
3 or 4.
Okay.
Yeah, point is, it's like that scene. I was like, the whole premise is like kid games and all of a sudden, like all that stuff, and all of a sudden you have this shit
Yeah.
happening. Like, I was like,
It's just a way to show like how people can be how desperate people can be. You know.
Yeah, it shows their inner nature, and it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
Well.
yeah, I mean, like it's I hardly watch like shows like that. Like just in general, like I premise my shit off of anime and all that stuff. So
Mhm.
like for me to be like genuinely entertained with something like that is like it's very big for me.
Yeah. I
I've
mean.
lost hope in like reality. Well, not reality, but just like shows like that in general.
Yeah. Uh. Yeah. I mean, it was a good show. I would say. I don't know, it's like a 8, solid 8.
Yeah, solid
Same
eight
for
and a
me.
half, 9, almost
Yeah.
8.5 for me.
Yeah.
Probably an 8.5 for me as well.
Yeah.
Maybe like I dare say so a 9.
Like there are certain points where I was just like, this wasn't necessary. That's why it was
Mm.
like an 8 for me, or 8.5.
Yeah.
But if they had done certain things, I would have been like, all right, I'm good with that.
And
Yeah. I
also
get you.
like the whole like how do I say it? Like just the premise of it, like I thought it was super like cool, but at the same point like very unnecessary of like showing the dead guards and the dead what's it called doctor there hung up all that stuff because they could have easily just brushed it under and say like this didn't happen and we're gonna keep it equal as fuck.
No, but see, but
It
I
was. It was. It
appreciate
was
that
to
they did
send.
that
They got to
because there's
send a
evidence.
message.
Like
Yeah.
they have to send a message of like, look, we are okay with you guys doing certain things, but we're not okay with you guys trying to have an advantage in the games. Everyone here is fair.
I also found it like what is it funny when they're playing the Marvel game and that guy with the the snake tattoo like changes the game and that's the only reason why he fucking wins.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Well, I mean that was what they did was to explain that thought process too. It
Yeah,
was
it's
like
like
I
if
thought it
we're
was
all
a fair
even.
game, motherfuckers. What happened? It's so weird too that like the other guy didn't just use that back when like they were like maybe at the halfway point where they both had like 10 again. Where he was like, "All
Yeah.
right, cool, we're back to the originals thing. Let's change it up." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess it's just to show that he was some dumb guy. But
Yeah, and that dude he's like just because I was calling you what is it like master or something like that like
yeah,
you think I was like I was like you got what you fucking deserve bitch like
yeah,
you were like spitting on his face and then getting all cocky, and now you're fucking dead because of it. You know, it's like
wait, who?
the guy that the snake tattoo guy was playing against.
Oh yeah.
Well, those guys,
Yeah.
it was one of those things. It was like they weren't gonna kill the snake tattoo guy yet, because plot armor for that guy. But it was what it was.
I will appreciate that they didn't yeet him immediately, because I wanted some kind of sweet revenge plot where the North Korean girl kills him. But turns out that Crazy Lady kills him. So I wasn't that mad about it, but I wasn't happy about it either.
That last one was fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's a crazy one. I mean,
yeah,
the games were fun. I thought the games were fun. I think
the Squid Game one fucking confused the fuck out of me though. Like,
well, they explained it in the beginning, so I get it.
I mean, it's still like I don't know. It's still like fucking confused the fuck out of me. Like my head hurty.
There is another game that I played as a kid that's sort of like that. I don't remember the name of it, but it's sort of like that. So I understood the premise. There was not that like you have to get across the fucking like neck to get your like both of your feet. It was some other shit. But I played a game like that when I was a kid, so I understood it.
Yeah, so I would recommend this show for those who got it spoiled right now.
It's a good show.
And you know what? I'll go back to like 8 out of 10 just because the ending chopped it for me that much.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair.
Diesel's next frontman confirmed. True. You are so right. The North Korean girl should have had a part in the downfall.
Yeah.
That would have made sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Because they definitely had this connect, and then they threw that out so that they can put this connect with this other girl.
Yeah, but I mean, it didn't work out at the end because it's like when the Squid Game's finished, like it somehow like even though you are winning, like someone still had to die regardless. You know.
Yeah.
So it's like regardless if they like if that were to happen, it's like they would have to start dismantling everything within that last episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For her to somehow survive.
Yeah. Yep.
Or her fake her own death like the old man.
No, that was too much to ask for.
It was I don't know. It was kind of weird. Just like I think it was really weird the way she had that gigantic piece of glass on her, and like the other guys
and no one noticed.
The other guy, well, no, and the other guys just got a little bit on the face. Yet they were all like in the same. Like the only guy who was safe from it was Song Woo, and there's no way that fucking the main character was like, safe from that shit. They were both in the same spot basically.
Yeah,
it's weird, dude. Chizo next frontman confirmed. Let's go, baby. I can't speak Korean though, so I can only speak the English part.
Just whenever you answer the phone, frontman speaking.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was a fun little show. If there's a season 2, I guess I'll look forward to it.
We'll watch it. Yeah.
Watch party in the Discord.
Yeah, it could be.
Watch party true. Like every weekend or like every Friday or some shit. Just watch one.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this felt like anime, but in a TV show.
Yeah.
Prison school. This is just TV, like Netflix prison school.
Yeah, it was great. Like, and I like that they weren't like, oh, we're not gonna show like people getting shot or anything like that. Like, I feel like they kept it like very as like direct as possible.
Yeah, it did.
Would have made a great anime. I mean, I think that it technically is an anime already. I forget what anime it is though.
It should be something.
My brothers watched something similar where like they're in jail and they have to like play games and all that stuff. Where they die. I think it's like revolved around the same premise.
Okay.
But it has a different plot.
Okay.
It's not for poor people.
It's not for poor people.
It's like it's literally like criminals, like that are playing these games.
Oh fuck, that sounds familiar. I'm sure we'll straight to jail.
Yeah, straight to jail.
All right, fellas.
I'm gonna ask my brother, and Tony. I'm gonna ask my brother, and I'm gonna hit you up with it, bro, so you can see which one I'm talking about.
I think that is the end of the cast. We talked about basically everything we were supposed to talk about.
Yeah, goals.
Guys, thank you guys for joining me again. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man, of course.
Rami, where can we find you, and what are you up to?
Lately I've been on a Tomb Raider kick and South Park kick. I just finished South Park: The Stick of Truth. I'm gonna start the Fractured But Whole eventually, but I'll be playing spooky games on Sundays
I
on
forgot about that
Twitch,
one.
twitch.tv/Ramigalley. And if you want to find me on social media, I am on Twitter under Ramigalley2.
All right, question. What build did you choose for the Stick of Truth?
I chose fuck. What was it?
And
The
if
war.
it's not the right one, I'm gonna be very angry.
It wasn't thief. It wasn't wizard or warlock. It wasn't Jew. It
Damn
was
it.
it was the warrior one, the sword one, I think.
What difficulty did you play at?
Oh, it doesn't give you that. That's the second one.
No,
Okay,
it does.
man.
No, it gives you difficulty, but not the skin color difficulty.
Oh
Stick of
my
Truth
god, I
gives you the
forgot that
skin
that's a
color
thing.
No,
difficulty. Yes,
it
it does.
doesn't.
It
It
100.
does.
Yes, it does.
It does.
We
Huh.
just we
It
were
made
just playing
the
it.
game. Yeah, the game was harder for me because I was a Jew.
And black.
Yeah. Okay. Then I chose the darker skin tone, like I think 1 or 2 before black.
Coward. Coward.
Yeah. Oh, for those who don't know, South Park is very. I don't give a fuck about getting canceled or anything like that. So
Yep.
if you use a darker tone or if you're a specific build, the game will get harder because of that.
Yeah, it's crazy. And in the second one, they actually vocally have Cartman explaining, "Hey, the darker you are, the harder this game is."
Yeah.
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 Oh,
Tony
no.
2 taps 1 or 2 before black. Oh no.
What
It
point
sounds
is
so bad out of
it's
context.
very
It
like
sounds so bad in context.
Yeah. So
and then you
yeah.
get the little what is it? I forgot what
The
was it.
dreidel.
You got Jujutsu. That's one of the moves you
Yeah.
get for the Jewish one.
I should have
And then
picked you.
you get the cradle,
Um,
yeah, like the little hook thing.
I will say that it doesn't violate Twitch's TOS, and it's not a list of the banned games that they don't allow.
Part 2 should be though. Fractured Butthole
No,
should be though.
no. I checked that
Yes.
whole list
No,
extensively.
have you haven't played that game, have you?
I have.
Then it should be. There's like a part, maybe like an hour in, where you're just like, maybe this should not be TOS.
Like what though?
When
I
you
forgot what it was.
when you go into the freaking the strip club, that whole segment it should be like hard TOS. But
Well, I mean, hard TOS should have been in the first one because you see the new kid's parents fucking. You fight on the bed with a fucking underpants now
That's
while
true.
they're fucking while
That's true.
avoiding the dude's balls.
That's true.
And then at the end of the game, you see the dude go crazy, strip down butt naked, and you full on see his penis and dick with Princess Kenny.
That's true. That's true. Two things that missed TOS.
Mm-hmm.
Angel.
That game is out of pocket, man.
It is.
Yeah.
Angel, what are you up to, and where can people find you?
Wait, what?
Okay.
First part,
What are you up to? What are your plans? What are you doing
Gotcha.
as of late? And where can people find you?
Yeah, not to bite off of Rami or anything like that, but I was gonna start playing Outlast and Outlast 2 because I've never played any of them. So I wanna experience it with you guys first, you know? It's like
For sure.
first-hand embarrassment. But yeah, as of recent, I've been playing Kingdom Hearts 2 and doing a Pokemon Nuzlocke, which I should get back to soon.
Cool.
Yeah, and you can catch me here. What is it? The
Joel it's right down there.
_
For sure. Tony 2 Tap says, Chizo, you gonna play some Pummel Party? If we can round up some troops to play Pummel Party later.
I might be down for that.
Okay.
Round up the goons.
Yes. If we can round up the goons, then we will definitely get into some Pummel Party. I believe after this, we are going to play some Devour.
Yes, I will join you after I'm done doing this lab because I've been doing it in the middle while we were talking since 7.
Yeah.
I'm halfway through it.
For sure.
Halfway there.
Halfway there. Well, guys, this has been Cheezy Talks. My camera is losing fucking breath over here, losing life. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Thank you guys thanks for sticking through the 2.5-hour runtime that we did.
We talked a lot today.
Yeah.
But it's all for a good cause.
Yeah. Yeah. A good cause. I'm not sure what it is yet, but we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. We just wing it.
There you go. We will be doing another one the week after. I'll tell you guys
comes back.
When I come back from my trip. If you haven't joined the Discord, join the Discord. That
You should.
that is somewhere right here.
And
You'll
if
be
you haven't kissed your homie in the mouth, what are we doing?
yeah.
Eh?
How are we living?
If
Really?
if you're not loving your homies, are you really living life?
You know, like homies question mark spooned period. You know what I mean? Like,
Hey.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah. 100%. Yep. But yeah, follow the Discord guys. Follow these guys. They're always doing awesome stuff. Uh, that's pretty much it. That's the show, guys. I don't know. Pick up your seats and get the fuck out. I guess. I, I don't know what else to say. But if you do want to hang out, stay tuned. I'll give you guys the multi-link here, where you can see me, Angel, and Rami playing Devour side by side by side by side by side, ass to ass,
Hey.
and
and
that's Ram's stuff.
yeah, and maybe duct tape would walk me into death.
Maybe this time he'll actually get him.
Yeah, maybe.
So
Or maybe he might get me.
True.
maybe. So
I
we're
mean,
gonna.
yeah. Wait, one more. Can I plug the thing I talked about yesterday on my Discord?
Of course you can. Please do.
I'm gonna start uploading VOD or like highlights of the VODs into my YouTube channel if you guys want to follow. It's the same thing as my Twitch, Angel OLOL underscore. So.
Yeah. So you'll be able to see VODs from Devour. You'll be able to see clips from Call of Duty. All kinds of stuff are going to be there. All kinds of stuff going to get archived there.
Yes, sir.
I guess I'll shamelessly plug as well. I will be creating a YouTube for this what we're doing right now. I will also be putting this on like Spotify and Google Podcasts and all that stuff. Just bear with me. I'm one man trying to do it all. So
One kissable man.
yeah, I am tragically unkissable.
One man army.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we're gonna do a little kind of transition, and we will be back with some Devour.
Oh yeah.
Later, guys. Thanks for hanging.
All right. Stream gone.